Tell the truth.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel.
Tell the truth.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning dew, then you
Tell the truth.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
For sure, we both already know your place is
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV. You are now tuned to BS3 Network. BS3 Network is now on Roku TV under BS3 TV. Download today.
No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do.
Tell the truth.
Information is power.
Like you do. The key to the lock, we in our own zone. Make yourself at home, get to know mine on the inside. We can meet at yours next time. And you live fresh in the
Tell the truth.
You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my
Tell the truth.
Information is power.
Your place, let's face it. Baby, you know all the places. Places. My place. My place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do.
Tell the truth.
Peace, everybody. Peace, everybody. This is going to be a fun show today. Appreciate you all stopping by. No matter how small or big the crowd is, this is going to be a fun show today. What I want you to do as soon as possible, this is going to be complete participation by you, the audience. So you today are going to be driving this show, and I need your full participation. I will possibly be bringing a panel up for people to critique and rank some of the best comedians in the business that we know today, and just overall in history. And I am going to invite, I think, Brother Kevin Lee and Brother Yard, I'm going to send them a link to join me today in this evaluation. And what I want is total participation from the audience. So if you've got time to get a pencil and paper, what I would like you to do, everybody, is I would like you to write down maybe your top 5 to top 10 comedians as you rank them. Get your top 10. Now, some of you are probably saying, oh, it's a no-brainer. I know this man or this woman is funnier than all get out. I'm going to drop on you, if you didn't have a chance to read the description of this video today, we're going to have a triple threat criteria. So the criteria is to rank these comedians within that top 10 all the way down to the number of comedians I have. And I'm going to flip through the number of comedians that I have. I'm going to send, just give me a minute. I'm going to send a link to 2 people. Just real quick, everybody. So while I'm doing this, get your pencil, get your paper. And then what I'll do when I bring up each comedian thumbnail before your face, before your eyes, should I say, I want people to already start saying to themselves, I think this person's number 1, this person's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16, 20, 30, 40, however many. And I did select a pretty damn good number of well-known comedians, present and past, so that you can make a fair evaluation. And I'm going to tell you what the evaluation is as soon as I send this particular link out to this brother right here. That's Brother Carl Yard. And then I'm sending a link out to another brother who both of these men are comedians in the entertainment business. And then the one for Kevin Lee, if he's out there watching today, send him one. I could not have a show without at least inviting them or attempting to invite these men to the panel. And the panel can have at a max of 10 people. So I will invite people that are in the chat room or those that are listening who want to come up. But this is the criteria. We're not going to get up here and get overly emotional, because this criteria is going to break through the ice. So the first criteria is you have comedians who are what I call a triple threat. Then you have comedians that are just a double threat. And then there's comedians that are just one threat. What does that mean? You have comedians, ladies and gentlemen, who are only good in their stand-up, but they're terrible on television in skits. Then you have comedians that are not that good in stand-up, but they're damn good when they do TV shows or TV series like A Living Color or something like of that nature, or a Dave Chappelle type show. Okay? Then you have comedians who are good in the movies, but terrible on television and on stage as a stand-up. Then you have what I call a triple threat to me. And you tell me if I'm wrong or right, ladies and gentlemen. For you to be in the top 10, I mean, at the highest level of this ranking today, you have to be a comedian. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong or right, who has to be able to be at a whole nother level on both stage, television series or television shows, and movies. There is only one man, and you see him on this screen with me right now, Richard Pryor. Let me say we have one man of many who represents what I would call a triple double, triple threat. He might be the greatest triple threat that ever lived, because Richard Pryor was not only legendary in stand-up, that's the truth.
Tell the truth.
But Richard Pryor was legendary in television. He was funny as hell and all get out in television and comedy series. I know he had, how many of y'all out there realize that Richard Pryor had a TV show, The Richard Pryor Show? It only lasted maybe 1 year because he was ahead of his time. They weren't ready for a black man in comedy to be that brash. They weren't ready. Remember, Richard Pryor did a skit on that show, which is probably the reason why they got rid of the show, where he portrayed himself as the first black president. In that instance, he was dodging around because he said, if I'm the first black president, somebody's going to try to shoot me. The Richard Pryor Show was a living color before a living color. Ahead of his time. Now, we already know about his legendary skills on the big silver screen, JoJo Dancer, Some Kind of Hero, which one of my favorite movies that he did. Some Kind of Hero, when he was a POD, came home, couldn't get no love. I enjoyed watching him in Bingo Longstar, where he played a small character in the Bingo Longstar traveling motorcade. It was a little bit of a comedy on the black Negro leads, which James Earl Ray, he was in that. I loved him in that. Oh, how many of y'all realize that Richard Pryor was in Ladies Sing the Blues, which was with Diana Ross? And in that movie, he wasn't even trying to play funny. He was playing a straight, serious character. This man is a triple, double threat. Triple threat. So this is the criteria to rank these comedians. They have to be at the top, 1, 2, through 3. They have to have that ability to handle and command all 3 stages of movies, television, and on the stage. If they are a comedian that's only funny on stand-up, but they're terrible, not that funny in movies and TV, I'm sorry. How can you justify putting them in the highest ranking? This goes for both female comedians and male. If there is a female comedian that commanded all 3 levels of comedic power, she belongs at the top of that heat. When I bring up each comedian's thumbnail on the screen, I will ask you quite clearly, who do you think is the number 1? Who is number 2? You will take a vote in the chat room. I will say to you, put a 1 in the chat room if you believe, in this case, don't do it yet, but in this case, if I say Richard Pryor, do you believe that Richard Pryor is the number 1 comedian of all time in those categories that I've just brought up? You will put a 1 in the chat room. We will tally that up. And if it's a 1 that he should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll put it there. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make it easy for you, because I got Richard Pryor right next to me, but I'm not going to do the easy thing and just say, let's go at Richard Pryor first. No, we're going to go to some other comedians, work ourselves up to some of the most legendary comedians of all time. What I want to do to start this off, there's a foundation to the comedic world that people need to recognize. And some of it comes from sad beginnings, but it is a foundation. And that foundation of comedy, whether we like it or not, folks, this is the truth, that the foundation of comedy did come out of Amos and Andy. Amos and Andy was a television show. I'm going to lie to you, it was buffoonish. It was stereotypical, because how many of you know that Amos and Andy was originally a radio show played by two white men who had a radio show, and they were talking as if they were black. So they were talking in what they thought was black vernacular and being very stereotypical. So it was a radio show with white men mimicking black, or what they thought was black lingo at that time. Then they went from a radio show to doing blackface, and you all should know what blackface is. Do your research on blackface. Then they did a parody where they were in blackface, parodying the Amos and Andy. And then eventually, when they phased off from that point of view, they decided to cast black people in this show. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the NAACP outruled the Amos and Andy tapes. I think when I was growing up, my mom, she had the whole collection. You can't go into a store and just readily get this video. You have to special order it because the NAACP said that it was cruel, it was horrible, it was stereotypical. I see we've got Cher in here, the Slaves. We got Cher. We've got Keith, Western, Beverly Palmer's, the real Aaron Collins, Empress Queen. Joe is in the house. Thank you for being here. We've got my man, Maurice Delk. We got Angel in the house. Light Over Darkness 33 is in the house. Thank you for being here. Natural is here. Thank you all for being here. We've got Fever World, Other Gaming in the house. Computer Geek is in the house. Thank you for being here. RY is here. Emmanuel Briggs is here. I see a lot of people that have come in. Let me see who we got. Host we got here. Brittany Dunn is in the house. Thank you for being here. RY. Go see if I missed anybody. We got Khan in the house. I have to go with Red Fox, he says. Maurice Delk. We got Tony D that's in the house. I need you all, seriously, if you can. I don't know if you're out and about with your phones or whatever you're using to listen to this broadcast. We are live on Roku TV as well, and Facebook and Twitch. But if you are at home or in a comfortable place, take out a piece of paper. Rank your comedians. You may even have this ranking already in your head, but I think it's great to be on paper because what I need to do at the end of this broadcast today is I want to be able to write this down on pencil, on pad, so that we can summarize how we have ranked all of these comedians. We've got Reese from Philly that was in the house as well. Maurice Miller, Raw B Privilege. And Maurice Delk says, I got paper. Let me go in here and let me put up another one. Sad, but it is the reality. Another portrayal of what I would call buffoonery within comedy, but this is what black people, these are the only jobs. When people say, well, why'd they do this? This is the only jobs that black people in entertainment were allowed to have. We used to have our own movie companies where they called it race films, where they were all black movie companies where black people made their own movies, sort of like Nollywood, where we had all different sequences of movies. And one of the first movie studios was Lincoln Films. Lincoln Films was created in 1912 or 15, somewhere in there. It was an all black film company. Anybody that tells you that black people never had their own movie studio and say, well, Tyler Perry is the first one. Bullshit, not Tyler Perry. It was Lincoln Films. Go and look it up, Google it. You'll find out that there was a film company called Lincoln Films. They made cowboy movies. They made love stories, musicals, everything that you can think of. It was Lincoln Films. Now, this man right here is Stephen Fetchit. And I know that a lot of us are not too thrilled about this man because Stephen Fetchit comes in a long history of sort of what you call buck dancing and cooning around, samboing around. behavior. And like I said, these are the only jobs that they allowed black people to do when they broke away from having their own film companies, when those film companies went under. Now, you look at Stephen Fetchit and you say he would always be greasy. Oh, master. Oh, I'm a little tired here. And, well, you know, I would just like to get me a watermelon today. That's how he talks, folks. And I'm going on yonder across the hills there, because they got some good watermelon over there.
Tell the truth.
It was embarrassing. But one of the things that people don't know about Stephen Fetchit, I'm giving you history here, is that even though he played a complete buffoon, passive buffoon in the way they like to see black men portrayed, do you know this man owned his own resort and owned hotels that black people would travel to our own hotels and our own resorts? So he took that money that he used while he was having a coon on video, but he took that money and he invested it back in the black community with having businesses and providing something for black people that they could not get in the white world. Why don't we do that shit today? Remember the Bruce Beach out there in Los Angeles, California? There was a black family that owned that beach. It got taken and stolen from them. The family is now getting it back. They should give them every dime nickel that they deserve. See, black folks did own things in this world. So we have no excuse today in America to say that we can't do anything. Ladies and gentlemen. So I just want y'all to just understand that, you know, in my diatribe there, folks, I didn't mean to go crazy with the diatribe, but it had to be said. So let's get at it right now. Let's start ranking these comedians, shall we? All right. Where should we go? Where should we go? Where should we go? Where should we go? All right. Where should we go with this? Where should we go with this? So we got the top 10 from 1 all the way to 20 to 30. We're going to rank them. Number 1, 2, remember the criteria. I want you to think about the comedians that you choose. Are they a triple threat? Are they a triple threat? Or a double threat? Or just one threat? Where do they stand in the criteria? So let's go, man, where should I go here? It's a lot of people to go with. And wherever you rank them at, let's put the number. So where should I go with this? Where should I go? So many people. Let's go with Robert Thompson. Let's go with Robert Thompson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where do we rank him? We know that he was a filmmaker. He made, what was that movie? Hollywood Shuffle, which was fantastic. Right? Is he only good at stand-up? Is he good in film? Is he only good at making films? Does he rank in any of these categories? If he does not, you can say 1. Where do you rank him? Put the number in the chat room. Do you rank him at number 8, number 12, number 16? Where do you rank him? If you don't rank him at all, put a 0. Therefore, he doesn't go on the board. We only want people that we feel deserve to be on the board. So where do you rank Robert Thompson? Do you rank him at all? If you don't rank him at all, just put a 0 in the chat. If you rank him at number 16, number 20, 30, 40, 50, somewhere astronomical, then put the number. Let's see what the vote is. Drop that in the chat room. Okay, we got 0. Joe says 15. Zero. If I'm getting more zeros than anything, we're going to move on to another comedian. Now, keep in mind, yeah, he is a comedian, but most of his success has been by making movies, but he's also played in those movies. And he has done some stand-up, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. So right now we've got Angel Light Over Darkness saying 5. I would debate that. I don't think Robert Thompson is nowhere near being number 5. You're talking about him. You're talking about legendary space now. You're talking about being up there with the legends. So everybody is saying, what's going on, Sharon? Good to see you. So everybody has got him at 0. I want everybody to vote. I don't see enough numbers in the chat room. I need voting. Daryl Long is saying, Daryl Long is in saying, I'm young. Right now we've got Shot is at number 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. Let me see. Who is that? Robert Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Gilmore says 10. I would disagree, but you have a right to your vote. Let me see. I'm looking for more votes. I don't think he's getting enough votes. So that means Robert Thompson is nowhere going to be in the rankings of this at all. He will be moved from the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's sad, but it's the damn has to be the way it has to be, unfortunately. All right, Robert Thompson is off the board. Okay. Here we go with the next comedian. Let's go with, I'm going to go with some people that might throw you off guard here. And here we go. Let's go with J. Anthony Bryant. Let's go with this brother here. All right. All right. All right. J. Anthony Bryant, where do you rank him at? Do you rank him at all? Do you put him at, if you don't think he deserves to be in the ranking whatsoever, put a 0. Put a 0. So we got Joe puts him at 25. See, what I'm going to look at is that the more people vote and give their rankings, then that means that person stays on the board. I got my pen and paper here, and I keep them on the list. So we got Joe gives him 25. Empress gives him a 10. Adrian gives him a 3. Yvette gives him a 15. And I got Earthquake. Big Nate TV gives him 0. The real Aaron Collins says 0. RY may not be familiar with him. And Kevin Williams says 0. 15, 10. All right, what I'm going to do is we're going to keep, let me see if I get some more votes here. Let me see. He's funny, but not that funny. 30 is my vote. Okay, so we're going to keep J. Anthony Brown on the board as an honorable mention because I don't see a lot of people gravitating. So J. Anthony Brown will stay as just an honorable mention right now. So he has to get off the board for right now. We're moving on. He didn't make the big cut, but he still got an honorable mention. So I'm keeping on paper so that we can put him back into the voting count. All right, here's the one. Let me see. Let's go back to, let me see. Who do we want to go to? Let's go. Oh, here's one. Cheryl Underwood. All right. Cheryl Underwood. Where do you rank Cheryl Underwood? Remember, she was a comedian before she started being on that daytime talk show. Where do you rank Cheryl Underwood? Do you rank her at all? And we're going to be fair to everybody, whether woman or male. It doesn't matter. She either makes the cut or she doesn't make the cut. So we got some zeros. Maurice Miller says 0. Peggy says 0. Blue Devil Glean says number 24. That's a pretty high. That's pretty good ranking. That's pretty interesting ranking there. Okay, we got Ms. Woody says 0. Keith says 20. All right. This is the thing, folks. We're getting some numbers in. We're getting a lot of zeros. Should I keep her on the board as an honorable mention to come back to, or should we not keep her on the board to even come back to reevaluate when we get to selecting the people that are going to stay on the board? Should she stay on the board? If she should stay on the board, say yes. Should I remove her off the board and go to the next comedian? Everybody is putting 0. So now the audience, I think, has spoken. 0, 0. We got Baby Rashad live in the house, my dear brother. Baba Rashan, the elder, is in the house. He's in the building. Let's go ahead and make sure y'all share the video when you have a chance. I'm not talking polarizing stuff today, so we don't have the big crowd over here as we normally would have, but maybe people will come through in a moment. So let's see. Everybody is saying 0. Baba Rashan says 0. Royal Tree is in the house saying removed. Okay, she is removed, unfortunately. We're going to treat everybody the same. All right. Let's go over to, who do we have next? Who do we have next? Let's go with Anthony Anderson from Blackish. Yes. All right, you know who Anthony Anderson is. He's been in a slew of movies. He's on that popular show called Blackish. He was in a movie. Remember he was in that movie with Aaliyah when she was still with us in the third dimension. I think this guy is really funny, both, in my opinion, on television as well as TV. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you agree with me. In terms of his stand-up, I have not seen any stand-up from Anthony Anderson. So remember, if you're going to be in that top 10, you got to be a person that's a master in all 3 phases of stand-up, television, and movies. That's the criteria. I think it's a fair criteria. So right now, what do you think he's at? Okay, everybody's giving him, okay, we got 13 from Big Nate TV. We got Keith giving him 18. Blue Devil Gleek gives 30. Wait a minute, let's see if we're getting these. Okay, so you changed it to 13. Maurice Miller says 27. Empress Queen says 30. Looks like he's going to stay on the board. So, because what we're going to do, everybody that I keep on the board, we're going to come back to them and we're going to have them go against each comedian so that we can bump everybody out of the criteria each time. So it looks like this brother is going to stay on the board. Anthony Anderson, who I think is funny, particularly he's played some serious roles too, but I think he's particularly funny on television and movies. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep Anthony Anderson, as I'm writing it down, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to stay on the board. I got this on paper. So far we kept Anthony on paper. We got Anthony Anderson on paper still. These are individuals that I'll be coming back to so that we can battle it out as we pare down who we need to keep on the board here. Okay, here's another comedian that many of you may love this brother here. I got to say he's funny as all get out. You can't deny his funniness because this man could make you laugh, make you cry. And he was a hell of a comedian on In Living Color. And that's Tommy Davidson. Yes, everybody, Tommy Davidson. All right. Where do you rank Tommy Davidson? Should he be on the board or should he be taken off the board? Do you give him a 0? Do you give him an 18? Do you give him a 5? Do you give him a 6? We're trying to figure out who stays on the board because there are certain legendary comedians who ain't going nowhere. They're on the board automatically. The Richard Pryors, the Bill Cosbys, certain legends that are what I call they're in the God space, right? So we're going to pare it down. Should Tommy Davis stay on the board? Where do you see him at? Okay, we got Angel says 7. Blue Devil Green says 12. Big Nate TV says 0, saying 0. 24. Maurice says 24. Joe is giving him a 25. Yvette is giving him a 15. 15. We got to So, ladies and gentlemen, because he is getting some numbers here. Okay, Peggy says 0. Bonnie Rose says 10. My man Nappy Yankee's coming in the house. He says Red Fox. We're going to get to Red Fox, Nappy Yankee. We're trying to pare down. I'm not going to go to the top obvious comedians right now. We want to get rid of the comedians that are way below them so that we can get everything ranked in order as we start to eliminate people. So Tommy is getting a 25 by Earl Owens. Okay. Stephen Gilmore YouTube channel is giving him a 30. Peggy is talking about Robert Harris. We're going to get to Robert Harris. Robert Harris, in my opinion, is up there in the upper echelon. That's why I'm not touching Robert Harris right now. There are certain people that are just an automatic up there. And then once we get to them, now we're going to start getting to elimination. Elimination meaning we're going to pare this down to the top damn 10. And then anybody else that falls out of that top 10, we put them where they should be ranked. Once I can get these names on paper and read them back to you, now you can help me and you can help all of us to rearrange and rank them. So Tommy Davis looks like he's going to stay on the board. Let me write his name down on paper. And if you got paper, you can write these names down too, so that you know exactly who's still on the board. So Tommy Davis, who I think was legendary on In Living Color. And he's been in some pretty interesting movies himself. And he's also a stage comedian. And he actually, if you've ever seen his stage performance, he's not too bad. This brother's been in television. He's done some movies, but not enough movies. He doesn't have enough body of work in movies, but he's done some television with In Living Color. But he's been effective. So Tommy Davis stays on the board. So we got Tommy Davis on the board. Anthony Anderson stays on the board. And Joe Anthony stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's go with Laval Crawford.
Tell the truth.
Remember, who's familiar with Laval Crawford? The dude is funny as hell. Where do we rank him? Does he belong on the board? Does he belong off the board? Give him a ranking, whether he's a 0. Where you rank him at? Do you give him an 18? Do you give him a 20? Do you give him a 10? Do you give him 11? Do you give him whatever you give him? Or if you don't see that he should be kept on the board, he will be eliminated, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell the truth.
Okay, Maurice Miller says that he ranks him at 21. Kay Williams puts him in at 17. That's fantastic. Wow, we're starting to get some more people coming up in here, which I really appreciate that. I want a lot of people over here. Share the video out when you get a chance too, folks. I'm really hoping I want a big crowd over here because I just think this is fun. If you guys are enjoying this, I mean, this is fun. We should, every now, I always do serious content, but every now and then it doesn't hurt for us to have a day where we can just do something, chill. Okay. So we got 62 watching. That's pretty good. All right. Empress Queen gives him a 0. Let me see. Earl Owens says Mr. Crawford gets 15. Okay. Stephen Gilmore says Charlie Murphy. I got Charlie Murphy, folks. Everybody you could think of, I damn near got on the board for you. I appreciate you putting out Charlie Murphy. Okay. Looks like Maurice is saying 24. Keith Western is saying this is tough. He gives him a 17. And then Angel Light Over Darkness gives him 100. Okay, sister. And Bubba Rashawn, I think, might have gave a 0. I'm not sure. Okay. It looks like Crawford is going to stay on the board because it looks like people are giving him some ranking numbers. When I see a lot of 0s, that tells me to take that person off the board. So now that means that Laval Crawford is staying in the running to be ranked once we get rid of the people who won't even be in the ranking anymore. So Laval Crawford is on the board as the honorable mention. We'll come back to him because now we need to pare him down against those that are still on the board. So that's Laval Crawford, ladies and gentlemen.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
All right. Let's go to the next comedian and let's pare this down. Let's go to Lady Simone. She's good looking, ain't she? with her fine chocolate self. All right, where do y'all see Lady Simone at? Now, I actually think the sister is funny. I've seen some of her stand-up. She is primarily known for her stand-up. I have not seen her in many movies or even television because for whatever reason, you know how it is in Hollywood, we don't always get the opportunities. And when I had Brother Yard and Kevin Lee up here, they both told me, remember they told me that most black comedians don't get paid as much as the white comedians. It's damn, and I mean damn shame. Where do we rank Simone? Okay, so now we got it. Lady Simone gets a 10 by Blue Devil. Maurice gives her a 21. Okay. Sister Jadon Sum says stay. Sharon says 13. Cher says 8. Maurice says 19. Joe says 10. And Maurice says she's fine. Yes, she is fine. Let me see. Angel Love Over Darkness says 3. Empress Queen gives her a 5. Earl Owen says Simone 17. Kevin Williams, I like her, but her routine doesn't change. So he gives her a 25. Yvette gives her a 16. Bubba Rashawn, the elders in the house, gives her a 25. Fantastic. She stays on the board. She stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. I keep hitting the wrong button there. Here we go. All right. She stays on the board for sure. Let me pencil her in here. She stays on the board. She moves on to the next round of our contest today. And here we are. Simone is staying in the running to be still ranked with the other legends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the next person. Let's go to George Wallace. Woo! Where do you rank George Wallace? Put some numbers in the board as to where you rank them. If you don't rank them, you can put a 0. If you do rank them. That helps me because you're helping to see whether George Wallace makes the cut to stay on the board today. So let's see if George Wallace makes the cut. Okay, here we go. George Wallace gets a 25 from Bubba Rashawn. Big Nate TV gives him a 15. Empress is laughing. K. Williams, 23, gives him. JB's just come in the house. Empress Queen gives him a 10. Maurice gives him a 26. R.Y. gives him a 7. Bubba Rashawn gives him a 30. I must have read his other one. Maurice Miller gives him a 28. 22, 16, Joe gives him 25, Peggy gives him 15, and Yvette gives him a 6. Looks like our man, George Wallace, stays on the board.
Tell the truth.
Let me just write his name down on my piece of paper. Anybody out there who's got paper, make sure you are writing this down as a backup. Because when I pare all this down, that's when I'm going to open up the panel for people to come on the panel once we pare all this down. So George Wallace stays on the board for now as he got some rankings there. So far we've got George Wallace, and I'll be able to read. So everybody out there who's got paper and pencil, make sure you keeping up with some of this too, just in case, for whatever reason, I forget my list and you've got the backup list because you've been writing names down. So far we got Joe Anthony. We got Anthony Anderson from Blackish. We got Tommy Davis, Laval Crawford, Simone, and George Wallace are staying on the board. Fantastic. All right. Now what we're going to do is I play just a little bit here. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the next comedian right now. This is one that you all are familiar with. You're all familiar with this man. He has a morning show in Atlanta. He's very popular. I remember seeing him on BET when they used to have that comedy explosion on BET. And y'all love his radio show. Y'all love his commentary. And here we go. It is the one and only Rick Smiley. All right, where do you rank them at? Yeah, I thought we need a little bit of music to add to the program today. Where do you rank Ricky Smiley? Empress Queen gives him a 15. Jay gives him a 34. They're coming in with the votes. Maurice gives him a 28. Blue Devil Gleek gives him an 18. RY gives him a 13. Stephen Gilmore YouTube channel gives him a 32. Sharon gives him a 25. Bubba Rashawn gives him a 35. Maurice Miller gives him a 26. We've got my man Chime City Direct TV in the house, gives him a number 10. What's up, my brother? I still got to get you on the show. Still got to get you on the program. I will contact you. You're a part of the BS3 network too, brother. So there we have it, folks. Looks like Ricky Smiley is going to make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Remember, as we pare it down, as we pare these people down, we will definitely have a panel discussion so that we can get to the gravy of it all. So Ricky Smiley makes the cut. Here comes the next person. This is one that y'all gonna like, or some of you may like her, and that is Tiffany Haddish. Where do you rank her at, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Okay, Empress gives her a 10. Jay gives her a 40. Joe gives her a 10. And Big Nate TV gives 0. I'm seeing a couple. I see 3 zeros already. Kay Williams gives her 29. Keith Weston gives her 30. Charm City Direct TV, CD TV gives her 50. 25 by Maurice. Cher gives her 50. Earl Owens gives her a 0. Bubba Rashawn gives her a number 2. Wow. Angel Light Over Darkness gives her a 7. Stephen Gilmore gives her a 100. Oh Reliable just come in the house. Tawana is in the house. And Blue Devil Green gave her 100. Yvette gives her 25. And Empress Queen says, I'm trying to give them some props. The real Aaron Collins says, who is she? That's Tiffany Haddish. She's staying on the board, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, because y'all voted.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany Haddish stays on the board, so we're going to go to the next comedian. What about this brother right here? Brother D. Ray Davis. D. Ray Davis. Put your votes in. Put your votes in quickly. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
All right, what do we got here? Kay Williams gives him a 5. Joe gives him a 9. Maurice comes in at 50. Empress Queen gives him a number 8. Sharon says, all due respect, this sister is in the new movie that will just come out. Commercial, a lot of movies. Yeah, she's done a lot of movies. She still stays on the board though, Sharon, so she's not eliminated. She's on the board. Oh Reliable's in the house here. Let me see what we got here. Sharon gives her a 20. Trey Wiz is in the house. Wheezy's in the house. Trey Wizzy's in the house. Check out his channel. He gives her a 10. Someone, Darkness Over Light gives her 1,000. Stephen Gilmore gives her a 20. Real Aaron Collins gives her a 10. Peggy Rosser says, thank you. Earl Owens, never heard of him. 0 he gives him. Maurice gives him 35. Jay 30. Okay, looks like Delray Davis is staying on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you like it or not. All right, next comedian. Let's go with Craig. Let's go with Craig Robinson. What do y'all think about Craig Robinson? Should he be on the board or should he be eliminated? Your votes will determine whether he's eliminated or he stays on the board. Cher gives him a 60. Trey Reezy is giving him a 15. Blue Devil Gleek gives him a 0. Sharon gives him 33. Keith gives him a 50, I believe. I think you put that vote in him. Peggy says never heard of him. Well, if you never heard of him and you don't know him, you can vote still. I mean, well, it probably wouldn't be a fair vote because you don't know of him. But Angel Light Over Darkness gives him a 2. Natural gives him a 0. I'm still looking to see if I'm getting more zeros than I'm getting numbers. If he gets more zeros, then he's not going to be on the board. Earl Owens gives him a 0. Maurice Delk says he's funny. Stephen Gilmore gives him a 10. Yvette gives him a 35. Wait a minute. Keith Weston says I'm changing it to a 0 due to those Pizza Hut commercials. Baby Rashad says, live says 0. The real Aaron Collins gives him a 1. Looks like Craig Robinson staying on the list, folks.
So far through with the light sticks, we open up when the light flicks. On sight, yellow cash rolls, everything around me. Hunting for the bounty. Look at how we drip on fountain. Granite tree down by the ounce. Liquor skin brown, slip it down to the earth, spin around. Life is hella short, so make it count. To the label 93, 4, 5, better count it back out loud. What we getting into for the
all right, Craig Robinson staying on board with us.
Life is so much more than the bills. I just want a house in the hills. I just want to look into her eyes while I'm gripping on them thighs, so she knowing that it's real. They don't really want it with the kid. I do this shit to feed my future kids.
How about this brother right here? Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans, where do we rank him at? This man comes from a family of comedians. This man is funny not only in movies and television, but I believe he has funny stand-up as well. Where I think he should be up in there, but it's not my decision, it's your decision. Where do you rank him? Let's see. Big Nate TV 11. Kay Williams gives him an 8. Peggy gives him a 30. Sharon 4. Blue Devil Gleam gives him an 8. RY gives him a 15. Looks like he's getting the numbers. We got Trey Weezy giving him a 10. Empress Queen gives him a 2. Stephen Gilmore YouTube channel gives him 0. Maurice Miller gives him 16. Tawana gives him a 0. The real Aaron Collins gives him a 10. Looks like he's going to stay around, folks, in the ranking here. Looks like everybody seems to be voting him in. Let me do something. I forgot to drop off a couple of other shares of this video. Let me be right with you. I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Here is a little music for your listening pleasure.
Yeah. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round, hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso. Need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes, Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you. Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing change unless you change what's around you. How you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach. Let it sink. What's your purpose? What's your passion? Through the pain, what's your plan? Is it plane? On a plane? Hydroplane?
All right, I'm back, everybody. Looks like he's gonna stay on board. We got my man Eyes. Excel is in the house. Thank you for being here, good brother. Maurice is just giving me a super chat, $10 super chat, which I really appreciate. Give you a clap. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate that, brother. All that you just did for me right there. So with that said, here comes the super chat music.
Tell them run it on. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it on. No
Tell the truth.
No rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
All right, I'm back at it with you all. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that. Let me do the most important thing that I could do here, as the brother has super chatted me, is put his super chat on the screen here. And there we go. Let me go ahead. I thank you for that, brother. He's laughing is good for the soul. Yeah, laughter is good for the soul, my brother. I would agree with that. Good point. Good point. Good point. Let me see who else we got in the chat room. I got multiple screens open up here. We got RY. What is she saying right now? RY. We got Tawana right here overlapping. Let me see right here. We put her on the screen. And so that goes Tawana doing her thing, saying her thing right there. And let me see right there. We got Empress Queen, who just gave me a super chat as well. Appreciate you for that. And folks are coming in. Great show so far. We're going to pare it down, folks. And here's a great super chat that the great Empress Queen has just given me, which I definitely appreciate that by all means, as well as my man Maurice Delk. So we got good people coming in here and providing the show support. And I really appreciate you all out there. So let me take that off the screen there and take that off. And let me go ahead and put the super chat from the wonderful Empress Queen. Make sure y'all check out her channel. She has a brilliant channel. She's doing some incredible things over there that may pique your interest. And check it out.
Tell them run it on. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court.
All right, everybody. All right, here we go. Martin Lawrence. Let's get at it. Let's get at it, Martin Lawrence. Thank you for the super chat again. I really appreciate that. Much love to you, all of you in the chat room. Thank you for coming over. You make this show what it is today. You make this show what it is every damn week. Okay, Martin Lawrence. Now, we know that Martin Lawrence has been in the business for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. We know that he, in my opinion, you can make the argument that he is a triple threat. He is a triple threat because this man has been successful both in movies, television, and he started off in stand-up. Remember, he's one of the original comics that got his start on, remember, on the Def Jam on HBO, the Russell Simmons Def Jam. So he is a Def Jam alumni. Where do you rank Martin Lawrence? And to me, he's got to be still on the list here. So we've got O'Shea, who's coming in house. The Javier saying greetings to everybody. Earl Owens gives him an 8. Peggy gives him a 100 ranking. Yvette gives him an 8. Def Jam Comedy was the bomb. Angel Light Over Darkness gives him 150 in the ranking. But we got Joe giving him a 7. Tawana comes in at 100. We got the beautiful Tiffany Jackson, who's just come in saying, hey, Information Man, what's up, family, in the chat. Let's see, Empress Queen saying, you're the most Information Man. Oh, thank you. I'm doing the best I can here. Keith gives it a 10. A 10, a 10, and a 10. And let me see him. We got to see some numbers here. Blue Devil Green gives him, he's top 10. Says he's top 10. The beautiful Bernice comes in and gives him a number 10. RY comes in saying hello to Sharon. We've got Legendary Production, who's just come in saying, hey, brother, what's up? Hey, what's up to you? Welcome here. Kendi G, Keeed A-G. I got to pronunciate that one day. I got to learn the right pronunciation, but I appreciate you being here, sister, and being a great supporter of this channel. Sharon's in the house saying she puts him at 6. We got Reese from Philly. The Red Dragon says Martin got started on the What Happening show, top 10. Top 10. Identity Withheld comes in at top 10 saying, yes, Keith, definitely a strong 10. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 45 for Ty Weezy. Check him out. And Mo gives him a 17. Empress Queen gives him a 5. It looks like Martin Lawrence is going to make the cut. He will stay on the board to go to the next round here as we pare down these comedians. You guys have not taken many people off the board. We got some people that's still hanging in there on these boards. So let's go with the next comedian. Yeah. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I like this man personally. Where do we put Brother Sinbad? Where do you rank Sinbad? Where do we put Sinbad? Where do we rank him at? Where do we put this man at? Does he stay on the board? Does he leave the board? Does he leave the board? Does he stay on the board? All right. Here we go. Keith gives him 18. Trey Weezy gives him 50. Keedy G gives him a 20. K. Williams gives him 50. RY gives him 9. The beautiful Bernice gives him 15. Maurice Delk is hanging in there with 13. Identity Withheld says not in the top 10. Maurice Miller says 20. Blue Devil Gleek gives him a 27. RY says, I love Sinbad. Right on. Sharon says, did you see the right to the offered information, man? It was about black comedians. Yeah, I think I've seen that. Thank you for bringing that up. Legendary Production, Leon gives him a 14, excuse me. Natural gives him 40. Sharon 36. Earl Owens says Sinbad at 12. Yeah. Peggy Rosser gives him a 2. Yvette gives him a 20. He stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. He stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the next comedian for the sake of time. Let's go with this comedian. You all know him from Dirty Rock. You know him from Saturday Night Live. That's Tracy Morgan. Where do you rank him? Where do you rank him? Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan. Does he stay on the board? Do we get rid of him? Does he stay on the board? Give us the rankings. Where do you rank him? Sharon gives him a 37. And now he gets a 15 from Empress Queen, 21 from Jay. Keith Weston gives him a beautiful, and I say a beautiful 5. All right. Maurice Miller gives him 18. Kay Williams gives him 20. Wow. William 454 says, not on my board. 15. Defrauding is in the house, giving him a 15. Tawana gives him 15. Empress Queen gives him a whoa. And Nappy Yankee gives him a 25. He stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. He stays on the board. That's it. That's what it is, folks. Whether y'all like it or not, the people have spoken today. The people. All right. Tracy Morgan stays on the list. Right on. Here we go. Here comes the next person. Here comes the next man coming in. Where do you rank Bruce? Here it is. Where do you rank Bruce? Where do you rank him? Does he stay on the board, or does he make the board? Does he make the list, or do you drop him? It's up to y'all. It's not up to me. It's not up to anybody but everybody that's watching. Where do you put him? Jay has 51. Keith Western says 14. Empress Queen says 15. Peggy says 10. Yvette gives him a 15. O'Shea, the hobbyist, gives him a 5. Blue Devil gives him 33. Maurice gives him a 38. The Real Bernice gives him a 11. Maurice Miller gives him a 17. Looks like he's going to stay on the board. Looks like Bruce is staying on the board, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been kind of easy on some of these folks. All right. There we go, folks. All right, folks. He stays on the board. All right. Now, let's go to Wanda Sykes. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Does she stay on the board, or do you drop her from the board? Rank her so that we can decide whether we keep her on the board so that we can pare it down. It's up to you. I'm looking at the numbers. Trey Wizzy gives her a 20. Jay for 40. Keith gives her a 20. Leon Legendary Production gives her a 3. Defrauding gives her a 16. Kay Williams gives her a 40. Empress Queen 20. Blue Devil gives her a 90. Maurice 23. It looks like she's staying on the board because I don't see too many zeros. I don't see anybody giving her too many zeros. Angel's giving her a 1. Joe's giving her a 6. Peggy gives her a 17. All right, she stays on the board. She stays, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Okay, Wanda stays on the board. Let's go now. Next man. This is next man. And that's the one and only JB Smooth. 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 To stay on the board, to stay off the board. Do you put him on the board? Do you keep him on the board? Where do you rank JB Smooth? JB Smooth. Where do you keep them at? We got 5, we got 10, we got 10, we got 5, we got 2s, we got 9s, we got 10s, we got 45s, we got 10s. Scrollistic is in the house at 30, gives him a 30. Natural says, I don't know him either. Will Wild Williams says, not on my board. Steve Gilmore gives him a 20. He gets a 0 from Angel, Light Over Darkness. Looks like he's got more numbers than he's got zeros. So JB Smooth stays on the board. Whew. You know, I was thinking, folks, I might have to do a second show to deal with the people that you put on the board. I don't know if I'll have time to break this all down. This might require a second show. Let's find another person now. All right. Here's the next person here. How about Patrick O'Neal? Does Patrick O'Neal stays on the board? Does he stay on the board? Do you take him off that board? Do you put him on that board? Do you take him off that board? Let me know. Vote in the chat room. Vote in the chat room right now.
Tell the truth.
All right. Patrick O'Neal's getting a little bit of love. We got 19s, we got 16s, we got 3s, we got 1-0, we got a 12, we got a 15. Somebody says who he be. We got 2 zeros, we got 3 zeros, but we got a lot of numbers in there. 17, 22, we got another 0. So we got 4 zeros versus a lot more numbers. We got Black American television news and information in the house.
Tell the truth.
Okay, a 0. He's got 5 zeros. We got Livingston that comes in at number 1. We got Joe in the house giving him a 21. We got 40 through 49 by Wow Will 45. Schoollicit says underrated. And then we got Wheezy giving him a 10, 21. Looks like Patrick O'Neal is going to stay on the board. Now, he's not my favorite comedian, but this is not about what I'm looking at. It's about what you see. So let's do this real quick. Put his name down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he stays on the board for right now. That's Patrick O'Neal. Let's go with somebody that I'm very familiar with personally. This is somebody that I know I've seen around living in Oakland. When I lived in Oakland, I remember her on a program in Oakland I think it was called Soul Beat in Oakland, California. She's been a comedian from the Bay Area. She's been around for a long time, everybody. And this is this woman right here. Oh, here we go. Woo!
Tell the truth.
We got Renee in the house. Renee! The Information Man Show. What you gonna do with this? Are you gonna keep her on the board? Are you gonna take her off the board? Renee from Oakland, California, from the town. Very funny woman. Do we keep her on the board? Vote. Okay, RY has 12 for her. Now, I'm seeing 27, 25, 9, 1. I'm seeing 1, 0. I'm seeing 12, 29, 6, 29, but just 1, 0. I'm seeing 6, 29, 34, but just 1, 0. Now, Scott Lissett gave her a 35. I see a 12 coming in the house right now. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
I see a 100. Now, Earl Owens gave her a 0. That's just 2 zeros for her right now. Everything she's getting is a number. Peggy Roster gives her a 0. Renell. I'm a little biased because she's from the town. Now, Oaktown in the house. She gets a 9, 15. Okay, Yvette gives her a 9. She stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Renell stays on the board. Whether you like it or not, whether you want it or not, she stays on the goddamn board. Now, here goes another man right here. Oh, yeah, y'all know this guy right here. Woo-hoo. Now, He played in a movie called How to Be a Player. Remember that movie? That's Bill Bellamy! Bill Bellamy. Let's see the numbers. Let's see the numbers. Where are the votes? Where are the votes? Bring those votes in right now. Does it stay on the board? Does it stay on the board? Or do we take his ass off the board? Now, I see 3, I see 6, I see 30, I see 10, I see 40, I see 15. I don't see no zeros yet. I see 16, 45, 45, 50. He's getting votes. I see number 11. Yeah, Linnell. I think she's funny. All right, 47. He's getting those numbers in here. He gets 10 so far. We got 100 so far. He's getting the votes though, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here we go. Only 10. 117. And Wow Williams says he ain't on the damn list. Joe gives him a 17. Nappy Yankee gives him between a 35 and a 40 and a sub 50 by Wow Williams. So that means that Bill Bellamy is staying on the board because he's getting more number rankings than he's actually getting zeros. See, if I see a lot of zeros, that person doesn't even stay on the board, ladies and gentlemen. For example, we started with Robert Thompson. He did not make the cut. Robert Thompson did not make the cut. He's not on the board. I'm writing this down on my own personal list. We may have to do a second show to deal with the people that we kept on the list and pare it down from there. We'll have to see. But that is Bill Bellamy from How to Be a Player. Okay, this is a favorite. I know y'all like this brother. He's got a show called 5150. Y'all like him. And I got a super chat right now by my man Keith Western saying, great way to interact with the crowd and great session, brother, information man. Hey, brother, thank you. Thank you. Now, with that said, here we go. He gave me that super chat, so I got to give him super chat respect, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Thank you for the super chat.
I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this wet. Tell him run it up.
Tell the truth.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this wet. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, you still up playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, I'm down now, check, no drip.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here he is, the man himself, Corey Hoca from 5150. Where do y'all rank him at? Give it to me. I need the numbers to determine whether he stays on the board, everybody in that chat room. Give me those rankings, give me those numbers right now. I see a 7. I see a 0. 7, 7 now. 20. So he's got 2 zeros and 7, 7 and 20. 110 that's coming in. We got Black American Television. News and information saying that's messed up. Robert Thompson ain't on the board. He did Hollywood Shuffle. Yes, but to be on the top list, you got to be doing more than you got to be doing stand up pretty good or TV. I have a criteria. I understand. I would love to keep him on the board, but the people have spoken and said they don't think he fits the criteria that they're looking for in a comedian. Personally, I think I would keep him on the board, but that's just me. Okay, Earl Owens gives Corey Holcomb a 0. Wild Williams gives him 39. Peggy gives him a 0. He's got about 1, 2. He might not make the cut. Corey Holcomb may not make the cut here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 zeros, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just making the cut, folks, by the inch of his behind. Nappy Yankee comes in with 8, giving him a 50, 53. So Corey Holcomb is about to make it by the inch of his behind on this particular platform today. Let's see. Defrauding gives him an 18. Maurice says Team Generation X. All right now. All right. It looks like Corey Holcomb has made it by the hairy of his chin. RY gives him 107 degrees. Okay, it was 107 degrees yesterday where you live. Wow. All right, Corey Holcomb is going to stay on the list, but he's staying on the list by the hair of his chin. All right, so Corey Holcomb is on the list. Turning the paper right now. Let's go over to another person. All right, let's pare this down. How many of these people? How about, what do you guys think about Aries Spears, everybody? When you say tomato, I say tomato. He said something that was funny one time. He said, I always knew when my parents were having sex in the bedroom, because he said that his father would always put on the Louis Armstrong music. And so when he would hear Louis Armstrong music playing, he knew that his parents were getting it in. When I say tomato, you say tomato, I say ta'ato. All right, where do you put him? All right, here we go. We got 37, 17. We got 1 0. We got a 45, 25. We got an 8. We got 1. He's got 2 zeros. We got 3 zeros. That's Arian Spears. Look like we got 3 zeros, but we got more. Let me see, a 50. Look like he's not going to make the cut. I'm seeing some more zeros coming in here. Let me see. He got 1 0 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like he ain't making the cut. Scholastic, did you give him a 16, brother? Did you just give him a 16? Cher gave him, okay, we got 16, we got 23. He's not getting enough votes. I think he's not going to make it, folks. What do you all think? He's got 9. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bonnie Rose gives him an 8. He's not making it. He's going to make it in by the chin of his chin. Which tells me he won't make it when he goes against the big boys. All right. Aries Spears will stay on the list, but he's staying on the list at a slim margin. You folks are not really feeling him too much. All right, folks, he's on the move now. We got him on the board. Let's move on. Who else do we got here? Let's see. Let's go with Sister Kim Whitley. Kim Whitley, do you remember her? Oh. Kim Whatley, what do you think about this sister? Do you want to keep her? Is she, she's been funny. We've seen her in movies. She's been funny in movies. I think she's done some television. I think she had a talk show for a short moment, a talk show. And she's done television and she's done some movie scenes. Do you think she deserves to be moving on to the next level to join the other people on the board as we pare this down? Give her a vote and let's see what you think. Kim is getting a 25, a 20, 20, 24. I'm going to have to move things along, though, here, folks. So we got 50, 20. Yeah, she's going to stay on the board. She's getting ranked. I'm not seeing very many zeros. If I see a lot of zeros, then that's when I'll say, okay, this person won't make the cut. So she's getting a lot of zeros, a lot of numbers here. She's got 1 0. She's staying on the board. Kim Whitley. She's staying on the board because you guys are giving a fair assessment here. I got a roll piece, everybody. Okay, Statistic, thank you for coming over. Angel gave her 25. So she's going to stay on the board. And to me, that's the right way to go. Okay. So I'm going to write her name down. All right, folks, she's on the board. Let's move on. Let's go over to Mark Curry. All right. How do y'all feel about Mark Curry? Does Mark Curry, remember he used to be in a TV show Hanging with Mr. Cooper? And I don't think he didn't do a lot of movies. His whole thing was his stand-up. Stand-up was what he was best known for. And Hanging with Mr. Cooper. And I gotta give him some love. This brother came from Oaktown. He's from the town. He's from the Bay Area. Gotta give him love. I met this brother before when I was in college, and man, he was a very humble brother. And that was at a time when he was big, right? I think Jamie Foxx was a small comedian. It was Mark Curry that everybody was talking about at that time. He was the man. So what's the rankings? Okay, I see a 40, I see a 5, I see 88, I see a 90, I see 10, a 28, 15. The frauding gave him a 0. Maurice gave him an 88. Angel Light Over Darkness gave him a 5, 40. Looks like he's going to stay on board. Key Weston can't be biased now, Information Man Show. Oh, I don't want to be biased because I'm not the one voting. You're voting. I know I was a little biased because he's from the Bay Area. You know, I met him before. So yeah, you're right. A little bit of bias there. But even if I think I want to keep him on the board, you're the ones that's going to make it happen. I'm not making it happen. All right. Looks like he's getting numbers, so he's going to stay on the board. Maybe I influenced you all. Maybe I did undue influence to you, but he stays on the board. You know, so far, the only person that we've knocked off the board, I think, is Robert Thompson. We didn't give him no love. Okay, Mark Curry stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I love this song right here. Let's go to the next one. You all like this brother. I like this brother. Funny as hell. He's controversial. And that's Fabian Love.
Tell the truth.
Where do we rank him? Where do we rank him? Fabian Love. He's got much love for you. He's got much love for you. Where do you rank him? Where do you rank him? He's got much love for you. 45 and 6 and 20 and 29. I see Jay gave in there. Empress Queen put a 6. RY gave a 0. 44 is coming in from Maurice Miller. Now Stephen Gilmore is just giving him 60. And Maurice jumped in. He's dropped in 53. And Keith Weston just dropped 50. Angel Love Light Over Darkness gave him a 0. Jedi Mike has just come in the building. Give him a clap, everybody. The brothers just come in. Put your vote. Where do you rank Fabian Love? It looks like he's getting more numbers than 0. Angel Light Over Darkness is the only one that gave him a 0, folks. So it looks like this brother has made the cut. Tell
the truth.
You're listening to the Information Man show today. Today we're not having a serious show. We're having a fun show. Not a polarizing program today, but a program to let us relax and enjoy. Look like I may have to do. It's funny how, I do a show like this and you don't get a big crowd when you're doing something that's more relaxing. But if I do something more polarizing, you get a big ass crowd over here on the Information Man show. But I appreciate the folks that have come over here. When this is not polarizing today, it's relaxing. We're enjoying ourselves. I'm enjoying myself with you all. A different side of me today. And we're going to keep it going and keep it going. Okay, Fabian Love is staying on the board. Fabian Love, let me say his name correct. He's a big man. He's got a lot of love for you out there, ladies. All right. Now, let's move on. See who I have not pulled up. How many of y'all remember this brother from, I think he was in the movie Jason Lyrics. He was in the movie Jason Lyrics, I believe with Tupac, if that's right. Jason Lyrics with Tupac and Michael Jackson's, Michael Jackson's sister, Janet Jackson. And you know who this man is. That's Joe Torre. Put those numbers out there. Where do you rank Joe Torre? Give him some votes to see if he stays on the list. Or if you don't think he makes the list, you put 0. And then he's dropped off the list just like that. Let's vote for Joe Torre, shall we? That's right. Put your votes out. We got 1-0 coming in. We got RY with a 0. Poetic Justice. That's right. Poetic Justice. That's correct. That's an old school movie. For some of you millennials out there, you may not remember that movie. Okay. We got Jay Shine Randoms comes in the house with 30. Empress Queen gives a 0. 25 for Tiffany. Another. So we got 3 zeros right now. But he's got more. We got 4 zeros. I'm looking for those zeros just to see if he does not make the board. Brother Wheezy just come in with 15. Another defrauding is just put in a 0. So that's about 5 zeros, but I think the numbers are outweighing the numbers that he's gotten. Like he's got 25 coming in. I think that's outnumbering the zeros. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 zeros and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's tied. Somebody can break. He doesn't make the cut. Blue Devil, he doesn't make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. This is breaking news. We finally have someone who has not made the cut. My God. Oh, my God. Breaking news. Breaking news. Joe Torre does not make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Torre, check. Mike 2221, check 2. Mike Torre does not make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. The second person to not make the cut, that's him and Joe Torre and Robert Townsend are in a lead to themselves. They did not make the cut. So he did not make the cut. Did you hear that, Richard Pryor? He did not make the cut to be in that glorious Aculon with you and others. So Joe Torre is through. His name does not go on the board. I'm sorry, Joe Torre. I thought you were funny, but the audience has spoken. Joe Torre, you don't make the cut, he does not make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He doesn't make the cut. Let's get back to what we got going. Let's get back to what we got going, folks. Let's get it going. Hey.
You should see this in my sleep when I ain't had put my thoughts in the cup.
Right.
Really was love.
Let's get going.
Now I'm public.
Who's the next person?
Floss, I'm really pulling strings for the pound.
Woo. Who's the next person?
Up it in the clown face for a little wage. The talk of the town is lit. Still me, I never switch sides. Came a long way with the gas tank running on fumes. Wonder why you full on the envy. When it's all love, when I
it's fierce on these YouTube streets.
It's a kidney, but you ain't mob, you a op. Must be lost in the sun. Then here for the arf and the jump start. When I get small, pack the lunchbox with the Kool-Aid jammers. And I'm still throwing tantrum. I'm set
on these YouTube streets.
Where they know the songs.
That's right. That's right.
Vision turn into fruition.
On these YouTube streets.
They call me collector, you thought I planned it. Been crazy.
All right, let's go to the next person.
Everything's stable. I'm all in on the
Joe
table.
Torre doesn't make the cut.
That fable, we know that it's made up. We know what you made of. I do better offline. Yeah. I've been calling to a guy.
All right, here we go. Now she's known by her Sister Act movies, and we know her best in A Color Purple, and we know her best in those movies where she played a nun, and that's no other than Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, put your ranking in now. Do you rank Whoopi Goldberg? Rank her. If you don't think she belongs on the list, you put 0 in the chat room. If I get more zeros than I get numbers, she don't make the damn list. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, and the audience out there, you are also watching this. For those of you that are out there watching this on TV,
you are now tuned to BS3 Network. BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV. BS3 Network is now on Roku. BS3 Network, changing the way you listen to podcasts.
Tell the truth.
All right, let's see what the numbers are. So far, Whoopi Goldberg gets 1-0, but everybody is being fair. We got Rochelle Vanderpool, who just came in the house. Good to see you, my sister. We've got 3 zeros for her, but everybody is giving her a ranking number. Okay, we got 4. She got 1, 2, 3 zeros, but she's getting more numbers than she is getting zeros. She's got 4 zeros now, with my man IXL has just given her a 0. That is what it is. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell the truth.
We got 31 coming in. We got some more zeros coming in. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that we got Kay Williams coming in the house. So let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got 6. Jay Sean just broke the tie. She has 6 zeros and she has 6 ranking numbers. So Whoopi Goldberg stays on the ranking. She stays on the board. That's what it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Wild Will, who's coming with 100. And Tiffany Jackson says to Peggy, "You are for real, sister." All right. Let me put Whoopi Goldberg on the board.
Think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's driving. Tasting with the fade, not the air, my hands rocking. When I link with
folks, I gotta be honest. We're gonna have, and I just can't deny this, we are going to have a second show so that I can take what you pared down and then I can I can keep all the people on the board that you selected. So then we only focus on the people that you selected and we keep paring it down till we get to the top 10 comedians. Of course, there are the obvious comedians that we know, like Bill Cosby, people like Dick Gregory, people like Moms Mabley, Red Fox. To me, Red Fox and Richard Pryor and Dick Gregory, these are pioneers. They're sort of the gods of comedy. We're going to keep them in their place, and then we're going to battle it out between who are the best out of those folks so that we can pare it down to the people that you're picking today. So I'm thinking that I might have to create another show for either next week or sometime very soon so that we can continue, because I've written all this down. If you have written this down too, keep your list. Don't go anywhere. But we're going to continue on with where we are, okay? We're because we're paring it down. Okay, everybody? Okay, here go. Let's go with this brother right here. Let's go with Capone. Capone. All right, where do you see Capone? If you think he belongs on the board, to stay on the board, you put a number value to him. If you don't think he deserves to stay on the board in the running, you put 0. Well, here comes our first 0 by Maurice Delk. Yes, another 0's coming in. Another 0's coming in. He may not make it, folks. We got 3 zeros that just came in for Capone. Another 0 by Keith Weston. Another 0 by Tiffany Jackson. Maurice Miller gave him a 0. Kay Williams says, identity, I was thinking that same thing. No disrespect. He gets 120 by Jay Sean. But Rochelle Vanderpool gives him a 0. I don't think he's going to make it. He's only got 2 people that gave him a number value. Another 0 coming in. He ain't going to make it. Capone, I'm sorry, brother. You're not going to make it. Somebody's giving him a 0 and an egg with it. Oh, my God. He's not going to make it. Jay Sean says, info, your crowd has COVID-22. Hey, man. Hey, Jay Sean. Everybody, Jay Sean's a good brother in the chat room. Ahmad, he's also a supporter of the show. He's a benefactor of the show. He supports me behind the scenes very heavily. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tough crowd over here. We have a tough crowd. He's not going to make it. Ty Weezy gave him 16. Excel gave him a 0. I'm sorry, Capone. I love you on comedy. What's that comedy show on YouTube? That comedy Hype. I love you on comedy Hype, Capone. But over here, brother, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. You just did not make the cut. So Capone, I can't pencil you in, brother. Sorry, but you got to go. Next man up. You all know him from Blackish and some stand-up comedian stuff like that. And this man right here, I personally don't know where he stands. Haven't seen enough of his work, but that's D. Coase. All right. Where do you put him at, ladies and gentlemen? Put your rankings in. If you think he deserves to be on the board still, then you're going to put those numbers out there, your personal value of him. But if you don't think he belongs on the board at all, you put the 0s in there so that we can eliminate this man. That's right. Come on. Vote, 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 vote. We got 0, 0, 0s. He's got 3 zeros, but he's got 15 and 40 and 30. Somebody erased their vote just a minute ago. I think it was Maurice. What are you doing in there, Maurice? Another 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros. Now he's got 5 zeros. Now he's got 6 zeros. We got 0, 0, 7. Somebody gave him 7. Jason Moran gave him 7, 15. Did he make it? Let me see this. Let me count these zeros, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. 1, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think he's going to survive. Here's the number value. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if Tiffany gave him a 15 or not. He's not going to make it, folks. He's not going to make it. If somebody else puts a 0 in there, he's finished. Yep, he's finished because we got Wheezy who gave him a 0. IXL gave him a 0. He's finished. I'm sorry, D Coase. I got a 99-cent super chat. D Coase, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. I'm sorry, brother. Thank you for that super chat, brother. He's not going to make it, folks. He didn't make it.
Tell them run it up.
Thank you for the super
I
chat.
wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex,
All right, here we go. All right, this is the lovely Givens. Sister Givens is a comedian. Y'all recognize her. Very beautiful on her picture there. Where do you rank her? Where do she stand? She does a lot of her work is stand-up. Where do she fit in? Does she fit in at all? If you want her on the board, you put a number value to her. If you don't think she deserves to be on the board, you put zeros. And if we get more zeros and we get numbers, she don't make the cut on this ranking today. Okay, we got 100 coming in. We got 73 coming in. Yes, she's an all-star. Okay, we got 2 zeros. We got 100. We got 1 0. We got 2 zeros. We got 3 zeros. So she's got 3 zeros, but she's got 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros and 3 numbers. Okay, she's got 4 zeros. She may not make the cut, folks. I don't think she's gonna make the cut. I'm waiting for people to put in some votes here. This is crazy. Put in your votes, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta have some water. Yeah, she's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it. Somebody gave her a 35. Let me bring this down a little bit. She got a 35, but she doesn't have enough votes value to stay on board. Unknown. Nobody knows her that well. So she's not gonna make the cut by default of those factors. She won't make the cut. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, sister. You're not gonna make the cut. Oh, hear me. Let me throw someone back to you that you might be familiar with. This sister was well known. Yeah, she's made, but nobody is giving her enough votes in the chat room. I know she's a made woman in the world of comedy, Jay Shine. I know she's a made woman. You know what I mean? She's well known within the comedy world, but folks over here are not giving her the numbers that can keep her on the board. So unfortunately, in today's process, she won't make it. So the next young lady that I want to bring up to your attention is someone that you're very familiar with. She was a part of a really popular show, Living Single. Living Single. Kimco. Give her your votes right now. What's going on, Red Squad X-Files? Does she stay on board? You got to vote. If I don't get any votes, and I don't get any numbers or any votes, and I get zeros, she won't make it. See, we got 2 zeros already. A 3rd zero, a 4th zero, a 5th zero, a 6th zero. Doesn't look like she's going to make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, she's not going to make it. We got 2.5 and 3 by RY. It's not going to make it. She's not going to make the cut. She's not going to make the cut. Too many zeros. She's not making a cut. I'm sorry about that, Kim Coles. I do like you. I do like her. She's not going to make the cut. All right. Here's someone that you're very familiar with. Okay. And I want you to let me know where you feel he stands in terms of, does he make the cut or does he have to get the hell out of here? Here he comes right now. That's my man, Earthquake. 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 Woo! Does he stay? Or does he go? Does he stay? Or does he go? I need the votes to get him off the board or keep him on the board. Looks like I'm getting some zeros. Are those zeros for Earthquake? Or were they for Kimco's? Y'all gotta distinguish because I don't wanna. Let's see what the votes are coming. Peggy gives him a 5. Maurice Miller gives him a 13. I always get this wrong. Red Squid X-Files gives him a 4. Keith gives him a 10. Ty Wizzy gives him a. Kim Coles gets a 45 by Ty Wizzy, but she's not gonna make it, brother, today. Jay Shine gives him a 50. Earl Owens gives him a 0. Let me bring my music down a little bit. Maurice gives him a 66. Looks like he's getting enough number value to stay on board. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I may have to do a. There's no way we can get through all of this in one day. I'll just tire myself out. You will be tired as well. We'll have to pare this down so that we can create the second show to really break it down from there. But we're going to put him on the board. Earthquake stays on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Earthquake stays on the board for the second go around. All right. Woo! Yeah! Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a man that you all are going to be familiar with. You're going to know his voice is very distinctive. You've seen him on all the different comedy shows. I want to say that he may not. I think he might have passed away, or he might be with us still. You let me know and remind me if Earthquake has made the board cut. He's made the cut for the next round to go for the next show. But let's go with this man right here, who I think is dynamite. And here we go. This is one DC Curry. DC Curry. Y'all tell me what y'all think. These votes are for DC Curry. DC Curry. Does he stay on the board for the cut for the next show, or does he get eliminated? You give him number value, he stays. You give him zeros, and people who don't vote, I'll take the votes as zeros as well. Okay, Maurice gives him a 10. IXL gives him 25. Keith gives him a 5. There's 1 0 that just came in for DC Curry. He got 1 0. We got a 30 from Tiffany Williams, who's just come in. Maurice gives him a 0. He's got 2 zeros. Keith, what's his brother? BBQ, barbecue. Red Squid X-Files on the board with 10. RY gives him a 0. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. But I think the number values are overcoming the zero value. Oh, another 0? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 zeros, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 numbers and 6 zeros. If somebody puts a 0 in there, if the zeros overcome the numbers, he don't make the cut. Uh-oh, Jay Shine just came in with a 0. He ain't making the cut. I'm going to wait a little bit longer and see how many more zeros come in or numbers. But right now, DC Curry is not going to make the cut. And anybody that doesn't vote, I'm going to take your vote as a 0, so he ain't going to make the cut. All right. Kay Williams came in. Ty Weezy gets a JJ. Okay. I'm sorry, DC Curry did not make the cut, ladies and gentlemen. Did not make the cut. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did not make the cut. I'm sorry about that, brother. You did not make the cut. I'm sorry, DC Curry. You've been in the game for a long time, but you did not make the cut. My God. All right, here's a guy from Saturday Night Live, and I think he got let go from Saturday Night Live over some controversy, and that's Jay Farrow. That's Jay Farrell, ladies and gentlemen. All right. My mistake there. All right, folks. Where do you rank Jay Farrell? Does he get any number value or does he just get a bunch of zeros? We got 1, 2 zeros that just came in. We got 2 9s and 2 zeros. Another 0 at 3. What's going on, Malik Smith? Keith gives him a 0. Yeah, Jay Farrell is not going to make it, I think. Another 0 has just come in. He ain't making it. I think the crowd does not feel him. RY gave him a 0. Peggy Roster gave him a 0. He ain't making the cut. He's not making the cut. Maurice comes in with a 0. He's not making the cut. 110. I'm waiting a little bit longer. He's got more zeros than he's got number values. He's got 2 number values and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. Another 0 at 8. He ain't making the cut. No, he's not. That's it. He ain't making a cut. That's it. He ain't making a cut. You're out of here. Get the hell out of here, Jay Farrell. Get out of here. What about this brother right here? Let's start eliminating people who you don't think deserve to be in the cut, or maybe they do need to be in the cut. What do you think about this brother right here? All right. Woo. What do you think about this brother here? This is Little Ray Harrell. I can't pronounce his name properly. He's been in what was that? He was in Get Out. He's been in a bunch of movies, little movies, done a little small part. Okay, he's already got a 0, 2 zeros, but he's getting another 0's just coming. He's got 100, he's got 29, got 100, 3 zeros, and 3 number values. He's got 1 number value. 1, 2, he's got 3 zeros, but he's got some 4 number value. Another 0, so he's 4 and 4 now. 25, okay, he's got some numbers coming in. Uh-oh, he's not gonna make it. The zeros are overtaking the number values that you guys have put out there. He's not going to make it. I'm going to hang in there a little bit longer for him. Is he going to make it? I'm hypnotized. I'm hypnotized. I'm hypnotized by your votes. 2 more zeros. He ain't making it. He's getting more zeros and he's getting numbers. He's not going to make it. Your body's so beautiful, ladies. He's got 1,000. Saying bye, Felicia. That's Maurice saying bye, Felicia. Black Man Unfiltered has just come in the house. Give him some love. All right. No, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it.
Tell the truth.
All right, you out of there. He's not going to make it. He's not making it. He ain't making it, folks. He ain't making it. He ain't making it. He ain't making it. He ain't making it. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, should I say to the great one himself, Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor, we've had to get rid of several people today who do not make the illustrated cut. And we're going to move forward. We may have to do a second show, Brother Richard, because this contest is tough because we're going to pare these people down and we're going to match them against you, Brother Richard, to see where everybody goes in that pecking order of the top 10. We have to keep some people and get rid of some people, Brother Richard. And that's what we're trying to do right here. Tell the truth. All
Tell
right.
the truth.
Getting back to the program now. I'm hypnotized too, damn it. I'm hypnotized. I'm hypnotized. Yeah. Here we go. Another one for y'all listening pleasure. Let's go to the next person. He did not make it. He did not make it. All right. Where did we put Where do we put Niecy Nash? Where do we put her? Where do we put her? Let's get some votes. Let's get some votes so we can move forward. We're getting close to paring everything down. I still have some other comedians to present. Where do we put Niecy Nash? If you don't think she belongs anywhere on any of these lists, or even in the, on the board, put 0 or put number values. All right, she's getting zeros now. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros already. 0, 7 zeros. The quicker you vote, the quicker we move forward, ladies and gentlemen. 8 zeros. She's going to be out of here. Another zero's coming in. Another 0. Nope. Everybody's saying nope, 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 nope. All right. It's not going to happen for Niecy Nash. It's not going to happen for her. Not today. Here go another person that you may be familiar with. She's not going to make it. All right, everybody. We're not voting on Niecy Nash anymore. We're going to vote on Leslie Jones. Give me your best shot, Leslie Jones. Do Leslie Jones belong on the board? If you think she can still be on the board, at least kept on the board so that she can be a part of the pair down, you give a number value. If you don't think that Leslie Jones belongs on this list at all to be a part of the other people that you kept on the board, you give her a 0. But if you think she does, you give her a number value. Tiffany's giving her 5. Peggy Roster gives her a 15, but she's already got zeros coming in pretty heavy already. This is for this young lady right here. So give that vote. Put that vote out there. Okay, Maurice gives her a 15 by Peggy Roster. We got 5, we got 15, we got 50, we got 2 zeros. We got 3 zeros, I think. We got a below 100, he says, Williams. And Red Squid X-File says he'll pass on this one. 0. Okay. It looks like she's getting more zeros than numbers. Wait a minute. Got 26 here. Take her down. Take her down. Okay. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 number value. Everything else is a 0. She's not making it, ladies and gentlemen. We have to take her down. I'm sorry, folks. Those of you who do like her, she has to be taken down. I'm so sorry. Here it is. All right, she's taken down off the board. Let's go with another female comedian who has been fantastic over the years. Some of you millennials may not remember this sister, but I do. How many of y'all remember Marsha Warfield? Marsha Warfield. How many of y'all remember Marsha Warfield? Vote. She's been around for a long time. Funny as all get out. Okay, we got some zeros. We got nope. We got another. We got 0, 1, 2. Okay, we got some numbers coming in. We got a 10. We got a 22. We got a 20. We got a 20, 15, 20, 10. Some of y'all that's been around, y'all probably remember this sister. She was funny as all get out. Some of y'all millennials may not know, but this woman was funny as hell. We got Red Squid X-File saying 10. Peggy says 0. RY says 20. We got another 0 coming in. What do y'all think? Should we keep her on the board or should we drop her from the board? I'm confused right now. And Malik Smith says, I remember her. Natural said, yeah, I don't know her. We got another 0 coming in. Don't sleep on her. Yes, this woman was funny as hell. Y'all don't sleep on her. Maybe do some research about her because this woman was funny is all get out back in the day. Really funny. I'm telling y'all. She's hilarious. So look, I need to know, because see, we're unsure now because I'm not getting a lot of number value, which making me think that she's not going to make the cut because I'm not getting any number values. I think everybody is indifferent because they don't know about her. They're not very sure about her. So this is what I'm going to do. She's not going to make it. There's more zeros coming in. She's not going to make it. I'm sorry, Marshall Warfield. I mean, no disrespect. Oh, wait a minute. We got some more number values coming in. Wait a minute. The 5 and the 20 and the 10 might just saved her. She might just been saved by that. Okay, what we're going to do, I think those two numbers if I see two more numbers in there, she's staying on. If I see some more zeros, she's finished. Okay, we got 2 zeros, so it's kind of like, no, she's not going to make it. Those other 2 zeros just took her down because she had already got a whole bunch of other zeros before, and other people were not sure about her. They didn't even vote. And no votes I take as a 0. Yeah, she's not going to make it. I'm sorry, Marcia. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Sorry. Wow, y'all a tough crowd. What about David Allen Greer? We know him from In Living Color. He played those characters on Living Color. The man is funny. You know, this man has a degree from Harvard. He studied drama there. He studied acting at Harvard, went into comedy. He's done television. He's done movies, but I have never seen him do stand-up. I don't even think he does stand-up. Maybe he does. Maybe you all know better than I do. We got Keith with a 5. We got 40. We got a 33. We got a 5 in there. So he's getting some number value right now. He's getting some number value right now, which is good. It's better than nothing. Tiffany gave him a 5, 12. He may stay on. The list 0 for, okay. Number 30, yeah, he's getting number value, which means he's going to be staying on board. I think David Allen Greer will stay on board. Yeah, he's getting number value. He's getting more numbers and he's getting zeros. Yeah, he's getting number value. Miss Fugo is just giving him number 1. Yeah, he's staying on board with us. Peggy gave him a 6. David Allen Greer is staying on board. All right, he's staying on board with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pare it down. Okay, here we go. See, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go with the newer people and get them out of the way. Okay, y'all know this brother from Comedy Hype on YouTube. This is Perry. What do y'all think about him? All I want you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is give him a vote. Do you think he belongs or not? Put the votes in there. Should Perry stay on board with us, or should he be getting the hell out of here? I don't know if I got anybody want to vote on him. No votes, we take him off the board. Zero coming in. Okay, he's got a 20, got a 0, got another 0. Maurice gave him a 0. Another 0. Nope. Yeah, I don't think he makes the list either. I don't think he's going to make the list. So he's going to come off the board. I don't think he makes it. He's not getting enough number value. Yeah, DD Taylor says 0, 0, 0. He's not making a list. We're going to take him off the list. I just want to get to the newer comedians just to knock them out. All right, what about this guy right here? What about this man right here? Kenan Thompson. You all know him from Nickelodeon. He's on Saturday Night Live, which I don't think is funny any damn more. He's been in movies. He's been in television. He does mostly parody type stuff. He's done commercials. What do you think about him? Put some votes in there. All right, the votes are coming in. He's getting zeros. People are getting him the hell out of here quickly. Below 50, is William. Mo says 89. Excel 10 gives them a 10. But he's got more zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 numbers. 4 numbers now. 156 is another number. All right, he might make the cut. Another 0, which gives him 5 zeros. I'm watching. He played out. So D.D. Taylor's not giving him anything. So that's a 0. He's getting points just for good burger. So IXL says he's getting points for good burger. He's not making it. Natural comes in at 0. He's not making it. Earl Owens gives him a 0. He ain't making it. 10 by Bonnie Rose. But Wild Williams says no, he's not making it. He's not making it. If I see another 0 in there, he definitely ain't making it. So I'm gonna wait for about a minute to see if somebody drops another 0 in there or a no. Okay, Monique Smith said he has momentum. Good Burger. Yeah, Good Burger was a funny movie. But I don't think he makes it. I don't think he makes it. I think we got to get him out of there. I'll dip in and out. All that is GOAT. 0, he's out of there. Miss Fugel just gave the 0. He's out of there. He's off the list. So he's not in there. We're going to take him out and we're going to move on to something greater. He's just not going to make it, folks. He's just not going to make it. It's just that simple. He's not going to make it. All right, move on to the next comedian. All right, here's the man himself. You know him from Friday 1, Friday After Next. You know him from in the movie Boomerang. You know him from having a mushroom belt, a mushroom suit. You know him from saying bam, bam, bam. And that's my man, John Witherspoon. Woo! He funny as all get out. Bam, bam, bam. Mushroom belt with mushroom tie, mushroom suit. Bam, 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 bam. Does he make the cut? As I would give him a number value. He makes the cut in my opinion. But what is your opinion? Does he make the cut? Does he make the cut, ladies and gentlemen? He's the GOAT. May he rest in peace. Yes, yes. Bam, bam, bam. Mushroom belt, mushroom draws. Craig, a man had only 2 things in my day, and that was their fists. Craig, I like pig's feet too. You ain't the only one that likes pig's feet. Craig. Bam, bam, bam. He makes the cut. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, man. Rubber band man.
Tell the truth.
He makes the cut. I got something to tell y'all right here. A little bit of history here that you may not know. When Richard Pryor had the Richard Pryor show back in the 70s, a lot of y'all don't know this, that John Witherspoon got his start in comedy, or at least he got his opportunity by being a part of the Richard Pryor TV show back in the day. If you go back and look at some of the Richard Pryor show and some of the skits that they were doing, you can see a young John Witherspoon in the Richard Pryor TV show. Richard Pryor put a lot of people on. I bet y'all didn't know, or maybe some of you didn't know, that Richard Pryor is the one that brought you the Bam, Bam, Bam Man. All right, folks, let's get back at it again. Here we go. Take that off the screen. And so John Witherspoon makes the cut. We're almost paring it all down. Man, we've gone through a lot of people so far. All right, here's the next man. You know this man. You know this man from next Friday after next. Craig. We got to do something, Craig. You know him from the movie Trap with T.I. We already trapping. We might as well keep doing. We got to make this money for mama. We got to put the weed in the fried chicken. We got Mike Epps. Make those votes. Does he? I would think that he would make the cut. This should be a no-brainer. I'm just going to sit back and see what y'all do. He makes the cut because y'all putting the numbers out there. The man makes the cut. Mike Epps. All right.
I got my
next.
eyes low with the sky flows for the rhyme flows. I don't really know.
You know this man from being on, you know it, the Dave Chappelle show, right? You know this man from doing TV, movies. He was in CB4. You know this man because he's related to the one and only Eddie Murphy. May this brother rest in peace. That's the one and only Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy. Put the numbers out there. Come on, vote. Vote. Tell the truth, vote.
Tell the truth.
I know y'all gonna have him on the list. And if y'all don't, that'll be a surprise to me. Vote. All right. I see the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, I'm getting tired here. Yeah, he's going to make the cut. It's automatic. We ain't got to play around no more. Charlie Murphy making a damn cut. He making a damn cut. Okay, y'all? All right. Now, let me bring somebody controversial, and she has been controversial for a little bit now. I did two videos about her, and she has been very controversial as of late, and that's the one and only. That's the one and only Monique. Where do you rank her? Do she stay on the board? And folks, wait a minute. Don't use the incident that she had with DL to disqualify her. You judge her on her comedic abilities, and that alone, we don't want to be biased.
Too deep, can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing.
Put those votes out there. I see it. 85, 50, 60, 85, 35, 50, 20, 52 by Maurice. T. Wizzy gave her 35, 30, 52. She's getting the ranking. She will remain on the board. Monique.
You don't wanna go slow for sure. We both already know your place is
My place.
now.
Your place is my place. All right, she's on the board, folks.
Baby, you know all the places.
She made it.
Tell the truth.
Your
You are
place.
listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
All right, she's on the board. Let's go to the next person. Let's stop playing around. This is a no-brainer right now. This man is a legend. He passed away before his time. I wish I knew what he would have done if he had not have passed away, what kind of comedy levels he would have took himself to in his skill set. But we know him from Bebe's Kids. We know him from those great what was that? The house party movies with Kid and Play. And that's the one and only Robert Harris. Put those votes in there right now. This should be a no-brainer. He's got to be on the list. Anybody who don't put him on the list, You got to go. This man's got to be on the list. He's a legend in my eyes. Robert Harris. My place. We got 20, 10, 10, 90, all that. We got Poppy in the house, coming in the house. What's up, brother? Just having a little bit of fun today, that's all. All right, he's on the board. Now, let's go to a blast in the past. Some of y'all youngins may not be familiar with this particular comedian. He always felt that he never got the recognition that he should have got. I believe Eddie Murphy did a biopic about him on Netflix. And he did a lot of comedy albums, and a lot of his comedy was X-rated comedy. And that's no other than the great Rudy Ray. All right. Put your votes in there. Thank you, brother. Poppy, thank you for putting that in there, brother. Putting the links and stuff in there. I appreciate that, Poppy. I'm just tired, Poppy. That's why I'm like, now what is the brother's name? I'm tired. That's why I gotta do a second show on this. Okay, everybody, put your votes in for Rudy Ray. I think the man was funny as hell, but he never got the recognition in movies and television. He actually made his own movies, and he did a lot of comedy albums, but never really hit it big in the movies. And I think that's kind of a shame that he never got a chance to make it big and mainstream. But he did make his own movies. Now, you got to give him credit for that. He made his own damn movies when he didn't get the recognition in Hollywood. That's powerful. So there it is, Rudy Ray. Looks like he's going to make it.
What's your purpose? What's your passion? Did it pay? What's your play? Is it play? Wanna play? How to play? I'm just playing.
A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced. We headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man. Let me show you if you was lost. Took a couple college courses, but I ain't finished that shit. Been chasing dreams since 17, so yeah, I've been on my shit. Yeah, we loaded up the vault.
Okay, I'm back. So he's gonna make the cut. Rudy Ray's gonna make the cut. Let me just put him right here. Rudy Ray Moore.
People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit. Put the plans in God's hands and he gon' bless us with riches. I ain't tripping over shit because I'm watching my steps.
All right, folks. Let's go to another comedian. All right, everybody. You know this man from a TV show. I think that he was America's father. I think that he is the type of father that we need more in the black community, that will get your ass correct and correct you when you're out of line. A black man that would take no crap off of nobody and that would keep his family in line. And we know this show as Good Times, and we know this comedian as J.J. Walker.
What's your purpose? What's your passion?
Did it pay?
What's your play? Is it play? Wanna play? How to play?
Jimmy Walker. Put your votes in now, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you think of Jimmy Walker, good or bad, if you like him, put the votes in. If you don't think he belongs on the board, then you know what you have to do. You have to put those zeros and kick him out of here. If you think that Jimmy Walker, there's a lot of people that felt that he was an overrated comedian, that he was sort of buffoonish on the Good Times. But he was dynamite at his time when he was doing comedic. He was funny at his time, whether you think a lot of it was buffoonish at times. And it looks like he's going to make the board because I'm seeing 0, 0, 0, 0. It's 4 zeros, but I'm seeing numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros and 4 numbers. We need some more votes in there. There's some more numbers coming in for JJ or Jimmy Walker as we know him. And we're going to see what's happening here, folks. We're going to see what's happening. Let's get that music up a little bit. And so somebody says, not on my list. That's Keith Western. Okay, looks like Jimmy Walker is going to make the list. He's going to make the cut for the next show. And then, of course, when we get into the next show, we can start paring these things down. So Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker is going to make it, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, he's got a 20. Thank you, Poppy. You're doing a great job in there as a mod. You're putting the links out there. Make sure you check out the second channel, the Info Media Live. If you are a person who wants to make content, or you want to improve your channel, or you're just curious to see how we go about building content on YouTube, behind the scenes type stuff, then come on over to Info Media Live and subscribe and hit the bell notification. I go live, or I go over, I put up videos over there every Saturday, and I'll be doing some during the week. I'm trying to keep a balancing act between all the damn channels that I have. It's very difficult at times. So make sure you do that. Now, let's go to this gentleman right here. This is an old school comedian. Some of you may not know this man right here. This is Brother Ronaldo. Oh, remember him? He's been in TV shows. I think he's been in movies. I think he's done stand-up. He's kind of old school. How many of y'all remember this brother? And hey, if you don't know who he is, I'll take your no vote as a 0 because you don't know who he is. But those who know who he is, put a value to it. Vote. Does he belong on the board, or does he not belong on the board? And you're the ones who decide this. Not me, no one else but you. We got a 9, we got a 37 by Maurice Delt. We got a number 9 by Red Squid X Files, giving him a 9. 23 by Keith Western. K. Williams, giving him a solid 9. Yeah, Ray Ronaldo. And we got Alan Christian, who's just come in with a vote there, which I think is, I gotta say, is wonderful. Wonderful. You know, what can we say? Definitely. Okay, we got a 8, we got a 0. Yeah, he's gonna make the cut because I'm seeing more number values than I am seeing zeros. So it looks like he's gonna make the cut. At least for now. Earl Owens gave a 0, but we're gonna see. If I see any more numbers in there, he stays on the board. If I see any more zeros coming in, he may not make it. But it looks like he's gonna make it so far. I think a lot of people just don't know this brother that well, and I think that's part of the problem here. But we're gonna keep him on the board. We're gonna keep him on the board. Let's go. We're almost near the end of this particular show for this segment today. All right, you know this man. Wait a minute. We know this man. He's from Chicago. He's been in a lot of different movies. He's a character. He had a TV show, The Bernie Mac Show. This man is funny as all get out. He's unfortunately not with us anymore. Unfortunately, I wish Bernie Mac was here to see how his career would grow further and flourish. I believe he was a part of the original Kings of Comedy. I believe so.
Tell the truth.
And here we go. This is Brother Bernie Mac. This is a no-brainer. There should be no zeros in the chat room on this one. A no-brainer. Matter of fact, I feel so confident that you all are going to vote him on the board that I'm going to already pencil his name in.
Now the herbs be extra strong and they come in a zip. People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit.
That's Bernie Mac. There's no doubt that he gets on the board. He's on the board. No doubt about it.
I'm watching my step, putting money on the phone, cadabbing, calling, collect. All on respect, I can't lie, I'm just here for a check, just to build my family out and to buy a family house. A lot of people only talking, put your money where your mouth is.
All right. We know this brother from his late night TV show from back in the day. As we know this man, he had a late night show. He interviewed many incredible guests. He's known for having them big, long fingers. And that is Arsenio Hall. Where do you put him? Where do you put him? Put the numbers out there. Does he deserve to be on the board, or do you take him off the board? Come on, everybody. Give it to me. Let me know. Okay, we got a 0. We got a 0 from from K. Williams. 0. Malik doesn't have anything to below 50. RY says 0. We got 3 zeros and only 2 numbers. So right now, 4 zeros. Give me a vote value though, because he may not make the cut. Because right now he's got more zeros going against him. Another 0. Arsenio Hall may not be making this. We got 117 for Arsenio Hall. We got Malik Smith, who gives him a 1 value. Yvette gives him 10. Jay Shine gives him 1,000. Okay, so those numbers that are coming in may have just saved MC Hammer. I mean, Arsenio Hall. I said MC Hammer. Okay. Arsenio Hall says he's a great host, Kevin. Okay. So let me see. I need some more numbers. I think he's going to make it. I'm going to see if I get some more numbers in here. If I don't get more numbers, 25. If I see another number, he's on the board. Yeah, MC Hammer. I made a little boo-boo right there. If I see another number, he's definitely in there. Because all these people are going to be eliminated later on anyway, as we pare it all down. Late night show. All right, folks, I'm just going to put MC. I'm going to put I said MC Hammer again. I'm just going to go ahead and put him on the board. Yeah, there it is. He's got a 40. So that means he's staying on board. Arsenio Hall will make the cut for next time. All right. Next one. Now, here is a female comedian. We all grew up with her. We all experienced the incredibleness of this sister right here. We all should definitely give this sister some respect, because I believe this sister is a hell of a comedian, and she was on a very popular show with someone who is a legend in the God realm of legend in comedy. She was on a show, and they used to get into it with each other. And this is the incredible one herself. And here we go.
Good for you.
Esther from the, there it is, Esther.
Bad for me. Sometimes someone was bad.
You old fish-eyed fool. You old fish-eyed fool. You fish-eyed fool. That's Aunt Esther. That's her real name is Mrs. Lindell Page. Lindell Page is her real name. And you see, she's a lovely lady. She didn't look so lovely in the role of Aunt Esther. And remember, she used to hit Red Fox with that bag and be like, you old fish-eye fool. And she would come over because she was very religious. And I won't open up the Bible on your butt. Esther, Aunt Esther in the, man, Sanford and Son show. I loved it. Does she get a vote to stay on board? Looks like she does. Much respect to her. You ain't nothing but a fish-eye fool. Sanford and Son. Looks like she's gonna stay. Lindell Page, Mrs. Page, who played the famous role of Aunt Esther. All right, there it is. She stays on board. Here's another classic one. The man himself, who was one of the first to do the cross-dressing stuff on television, which I do not like personally, but that is the one and only Flip Wilson. Make your votes now for Flip Wilson. Does he stay on board or do you cut him off? Flip Wilson, we're getting close to the end, ladies and gentlemen, for this particular segment. Flip Wilson, vote. I see 3 zeros, 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros for him, 1 9, 150 for him from Jay Shine. RY gives him a 9. I need more votes. I need more votes. Flip is a legend. Yes, he is a legend, but I'm not getting no votes in the chat room, so I don't know what to do. He's got only 2 votes, a 9 and a 13. Everything else, he's got 3 votes for a 9, 13, 9. And he's got 150, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we got a 9. We got a 9. We got a 7. We got a 9 coming in. Okay, so Flip Wilson's going to stay on the list. Looks like people came in strong with some votes for him. So we're going to keep him on the list, ladies and gentlemen, for next time that we do another show like this, which will be very, very soon, because I think I need to definitely do another show very soon. So Flip, who's been around for a long time, Flip Wilson makes the cut this time around. He may not make it next time we do this show. So let's go ahead and get another person up here. So we're getting close to the end of paring down the other people. All right, next one, we know him from Ray Charles, and that's Jamie Foxx. All right, put your votes in. Do we keep Jamie Foxx on board or do we take him out of here? Let's get through this part because I'm going to end the show once we get to these last few people. Should we keep him on the board or should we get him out of here? Does Jamie Foxx stay on board? Only 1-0 for Jamie Foxx. Looks like everybody's voting and putting in the numbers. Yeah, he's staying on board. He's a legend. He's staying on board. 10. Jamie Foxx is staying on board. We're going to move on. Jamie Foxx is kind of a no-brainer. That doesn't mean he's going to make it next time. Doesn't mean he's going to make it when we pair him against the other people. Doesn't mean he's going to make it. The next person we got to go to, and you love him, I love him, and that is Damian Wayans. This is the no-brainer. This is the no-brainer. Do we keep him or do we dump him? Does he make it? Because I think he should make it. He's great. Everybody's voting. Yeah, this man's going to make it. Let's stop playing around. Let's just stop playing around. We know Damian Wayans is making it for this next cut. Okay, Damian Wayans is on board. He makes the cut. Let's stop playing around. Let's go to his brother, Kean Ivan Wayans. Here we go. He makes the cut. Does he make the cut or not, ladies? Does his brother make the cut? Y'all let me know. Okay, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. He should make the cut. He should make the cut. Let's stop playing around here. Right? Let's stop playing around. He makes the cut. I'm kind of speeding up a little bit for the sake of time, but he makes the cut. Folks, we will be doing another show like this with everybody that you've put on the board to not make the cut. And then when we do the next show, that's when we're going to start eliminating and paring it down to the top 10 comedians. Okay, to the top 10. Next one, let's stop playing around here. That's my man, Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin. Does he make the cut? Does he make it? Does he make it? Does he make it? Come on, folks. The next show will be, it will be savage because we're going to get rid of a lot of people in the next show because you guys, what you've done for me today is you've helped me to figure out who I take off the board that you don't want And now I'm going to seed all these people. I'm going to seed them. And then from when I seed them and match them up against people, we're going to start eliminating and paring it down to the top 10. So the next show that I do, that's when we're going to start ranking them by one. Who's the number one comedian? Who's the number two comedian? Who's the number three comedian? We just got to get rid of the dead weight right now. Okay, Eddie Griffin is on board. Eddie Griffin makes the cut. Let's go to one person that you all know very well. We know him from the barbershop movies when he made that statement about all Rosa Parks did is just set her butt down there. There's a lot of black people who, we know that one. That is Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric the Entertainer. Does he make the list or do we cut him? Eddie, do we cut him or do he make the list? Do we cut him or do we make the list? No question, he makes the list. No question. Cedric, the Entertainer, makes the list, I believe, because you guys are putting those numbers in there. And the next show will be Savage, everybody. It will be Savage. We're going to get rid of some of these folks. All right, he makes the list. Cedric the Entertainer makes the list, no doubt. What's going on, last call? Thank you for coming over. 1982, that brother in there, thank you for coming over. Who do we have here? I'm trying to make out people. I'm looking at all kind of stuff here. We got Old Head Deuce 22 who's just come in the house. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, so he makes it, Cedric the Entertainer. Next one, let's move on. Okay, we know this. Look. We know this. Look. Everybody, I'm going to do something real quick. I got to find this one. We've got to find something real quick. Give me just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, folks. Give me 1 minute, folks. All right, folks. Here we go. All right, everybody. We know this individual not too long ago. Will Smith put his hands on him, and that is the one and only Chris Rock.
You got knocked the fuck out, man. You got knocked the fuck out, man. You got knocked the fuck out, man.
He got slapped by, as we know, Will Smith. It was an unfortunate situation. But where do you rank Chris Rock? Should Chris Rock remain on this list? Should he remain on the list to be cut, to be go against other comedians and be seated? Where does he belong? On the list? If you don't think he belongs on the list, then you put zeros in the chat room. If you think he belongs on the list, you put numbers in the chat room so that I can see it, and then I can go from there. And let me see what's going on here. And it looks like he's getting a bunch of zeros. My God, I didn't think I was going to see this. Wow, you guys are giving him zeros. 45, 27, 45, 45, 27. He's got three. He's got 1, 2, 3 votes. Well, he's got. So far, he's got 3 zeros. He's got 2 45s. 24 is coming in the house now. from Keith Western. Love him. He's on board. 15 by Peggy. 15 by Yvette. So it looks like he's making a comeback now. Chris Rock looks like he's going to be on board. He's got another 20 by Greg Harris. He's going to be on board. Okay, he makes the cut. I mean, you know. All right, did we already vote? Let's go with my man, Chris Tucker. You got knocked the fuck out, man. You got knocked the fuck out, man. All right, this is a no-brainer, damn it. He should be in this list. We shouldn't even be playing around here. What do you think? Should he be on the list, yes or no? I'm writing his name down because I have confidence in the audience here that y'all gonna put him on the list. Chris Tucker. He hasn't done much in a while because he kind of left Hollywood. He got religious, but we know that he was funny as hell in Fridays, and he's done some. He was funny as hell in stand up, and he's another alumni of the Def Jam comedy.
Tell the truth.
So he's getting numbers in there. People voting on him. Facts. He's in it. Let's stop playing around here. He's in the running here. So I just put his name in there any damn way because I knew he's legendary. He'll be on there. All right, let's go to somebody else here as we pare this down. We went through Chris Rock. How many of you are familiar? Now, a lot of you enjoyed listening to Nipsey Hussle. But see, Nipsey Hussle, God rest his soul, he's not the original Nipsey Hussle. The original Nipsey Hussle, ladies and gentlemen, is this man right here, Nipsey Hussle.
What's your purpose? What's your passion? Through the pain, what's your plan?
Remember him? For those of y'all that's kind of young, remember he played the Tin Man in The Wiz. Ease on down the road. You can't win, child. Remember with Michael Jackson? You can't get over the game. And they had them crows and stuff. That was cool. See, black people, anything that we do, man, we bring soul to it. We all familiar with Wizard of Oz when they had the little white Dorothy and they had all the white characters playing the Wizard of Oz, but it was boring. Black people, we take something and we give it funk, we give it soul, we give it energy. Ain't nothing like the Wiz. You can't get over the game. Today's color. Remember, Richard Pryor was playing behind. He played behind the curtain as the Wiz. Richard Pryor said, "Today the color is green. The color today is green. I'd rather be caught dead in red. I'd rather be dead in gold. The color is green today." Woo! Yes! Nipsey Hussle makes the cut. Nipsey, I had to give y'all a little advertisement, and he has made the cut. Nipsey Hussle, the real Nipsey, has made the cut. I don't know if he's going to make it past the next round when we do another show, but he made it this time around. Nipsey Hussle. Now, let's move it forward. What about D.L. Hughley? And don't put the personal opinions about what him and the exchange between Monique. Simply judge him on his comedy prowess. That is D.L. Hughley. What do you think, folks? Should he stay on the board or should he be cut loose? We got a 0 by Talk with Tori in the house. What's up, brother? We got 12. We got Museum Man. Let me see. Music Man 1982 says 12. What's up, Music Man? Music Man. Good to have you here, brother. Welcome on board the show. Malik gives him a 1. Yeah. Greg Harris gives him a 0. He gets a 0 from RY. But it looks like he's going to make the cut. Yeah, because he's getting numbers in there. D.L. Hughley makes the cut. He makes the cut, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's another man.
how you live, how you speak, how you walk.
This is a man who I think could make a run for the crown of being the best comedian. I think if things would have went different for him, because I think I would have loved to have seen him in more movies and television shows. But this is a brother who plays by his own drum. He doesn't play the Hollywood game. And this is no other than Cat Williams. Look, let's stop playing around. It's a no-brainer that Cat Williams belongs on the list. To not have him on the list would be pure blasphemy. So y'all know with the votes that y'all put in the chat room, Leviston with 10, Yvette with 11, Wheezy coming in at 50. Everybody saying keep him. We got 1,000 by Eyes Excel. He belongs on the damn list, and that's why I'm putting him on the list right now for the next show, so we can pare it down.
Just to build my family out and to buy a family house. A lot of people only talking, put your money where your mouth is.
Cat Williams, he belongs on the list, and he's gonna stay on the list.
Some memories don't fade.
All right.
You miss the old days, but nothing changed.
Here's a man who has been hot as firecrackers on the comedy scene lately. He's a short man. Personally, I think he is great in movies and TV. I'm not a big fan of his stand-up, but you have to be the judge, and that's one and only Kevin Hart. All right, what do y'all want to do with this brother? Do you want to keep him on the list? He has been really good in movies and TV skits. I'm not a big fan of his stand-up, but you be the judge. Should Kevin Hart stay on the list for next show, next video? What do you think? Everybody's putting their votes in there. We got about 3 zeros, but we got a lot of numbers coming in. Looks like Kevin Hart's going to make it. He's 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 going to make it. All right, we're almost about finished. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let me just show you something really quick here. As we're getting ready to pair, we're about to get close to conclusion, and then we will have a second show and then we're going to start ranking the people that you decide to bump off the list and keep on the list. Now, let me just show you something just to let you know. This is why I didn't put these people in here. To me, these are legends. They don't belong for us to like debate over it. Here's people like Richard Pryor. He don't need me. I don't need to ask you guys, does he stay on the list? He's on the damn list. The others have to compete against him. Then another man who stays on the list and doesn't need me to sit up here asking y'all whether he stays on the list. It's a no-brainer. Is one Red Fox. Okay, these guys have to compete against these legends. Now, believe it or not, you guys all see Dick Gregory is just a political guy who tells a lot of truth, a man who came out with a bohemian diet and herbs and all these sort of things, a wise man. But before that, he was a hell of a comedian. Dick Gregory was one of the first comedians to really be on be invited on talk shows. He was one of the first. He is a pioneer. Dick Gregory belongs on the damn list regardless. Go do your research about Dick Gregory. He was an activist and all that kind of stuff, but the man was brilliant as a comedian, okay? Now, I know that people feel some kind of way about Bill Cosby. Did he do that to those women? Did he not do that to those women? Did he get railroaded and what have you? But the fact of the matter is, Bill Cosby is a legend as it relates to comedy, okay? I guess I gotta say that. Now, in terms of his deeds, if he did do those things that he was accused of, then that's nastiness. But I'm just saying for the purpose of the show, he does belong in that anthem of legendary comedians, okay? That's why I didn't say, hey, just stay on the list. Is not staying on the list. Now we have another one who is on the list as another legendary comedian because Moms Mabley is the pioneer. Moms Mabley is a pioneer in in comedic history. She is a pioneer for opening up the door to female comedians and comedians, period. So Mom Mabley is up there in a legendary area. Here's another man that you may not be familiar with who is a legend as well. And that is this man right here. This is Eddie Anderson. Go do your research about the comedian Eddie Anderson and his impact in the comedic world. You need to look this brother up. Okay? Now, Eddie Murphy is a no-brainer as well. I'm not going to put out Eddie Murphy and say, does he stay on the board? No, it's a no-brainer. Eddie Murphy is one of the legends. He's up there with the Richard Pryors and the Red Foxes of the world. So how dare I even try to put him out there? Like, where does he rank? Okay? Now, in the case of another man who I believe right now, I believe that Dave Chappelle is our generation's Richard Pryor. I'm not saying he's better than Richard Pryor. He's exactly Richard Pryor. What I am saying is he is our generation. He is this century's Richard Pryor. He is the Richard Pryor of the 21st century. So therefore, hang on, folks, in just a minute. Let me play a little bit of music, and I'll be back just one moment. But this man belongs on the list. I'm back, everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that. So everybody, I believe that Dave Chappelle is a GOAT, as someone is saying in the chat room. So he didn't need to be paired up. He doesn't need to be paired. They have to compete against him because he is today's standard, just as Richard Pryor was a standard in his day. And I am going to put Dave Chappelle up against Richard Pryor. You're going to have to judge it. Can Dave Chappelle wear Richard Pryor's boxer shorts? Okay. Remember, once again, Red Fox is a standard bearer as well in comedy. So we have to keep that in mind. That's why I did it the way I did it today. I had to be very fair, here is another man who this is another man that I cannot forget, who I did not put in the pairing. Why? Because this man is a legend. You see, without a Paul Mooney, you don't get a Richard Pryor, because Paul Mooney did most of the writing for Richard Pryor. How many of y'all knew that? So without a Paul Mooney, you can't have a Richard Pryor. So there was no need for me to put him in, because this man was responsible for doing writing on In Living Color. This man was responsible for doing writing on Richard Pryor show and doing writing for a stand-up. This man is responsible for writing for many of these comedians that I have just shown you today. This man has been an influence. Matter of fact, Paul Mooney, this is some history you guys are learning right here. Paul Mooney, along with Dick Gregory, were some of the first people to do what you call conversation lecture comedy. That's what Dick Gregory, lecture comedy or political conscious comedy, is where you sort of talk to people like you're talking to them in a lecture hall, and you're dropping these dimes on their mind and awakening their mind at the same time making them laugh. Well, actually, it was this man right here, Paul Mooney, who perfected that style of comedy, which Dick Gregory engaged in that style of comedy. You hear all the time, Paul Mooney will do a show, and he's one of the first comedians. When he does a show, he will cause people to leave the show, and he'll say, I don't give a damn if you leave. A lot of times when he's done comedy routines, he would say things that white people felt uncomfortable with, because he would call them out and they would leave and get up. And he'd be like, let the door hit you where the good Lord spits you. And he would tell it like it is. He did very politically incorrect comedy. He was not trying to be correct. He wasn't trying to be politically correct. Paul Mooney told it like it is, whether you liked it or not. I always enjoyed Paul Mooney on In Living Color when he did, I think not In Living Color. Oh, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Did you know that Paul Mooney is also responsible for doing writing on the Dave Chappelle Show? And remember, Paul Mooney did a skit on the Dave Chappelle Show where he called himself Negro Damas, in which he was a black man from ancient times predicting things. So he called himself Negro Damas. So he doesn't belong on anybody's paired list. He belongs up there in the echelon where people have to be judged against his barometer. Now, could he be moved off that top 10 list to the lower part of it, or maybe off of it? You will be the ones that will have to make that decision. Another person that I forgot to put on here, that I'm going to put on here, and you have to, does he remain on the list? I'm not a big fan of Steve Harvey. I'm not a big fan of Steve Harvey, ladies and gentlemen. But that's just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'm not a fan of his act like a woman, act like a man book and all that goofy stuff.
Tell the truth.
I'm not into that. But was he funny in some of his routines? Yeah, he said some things that were funny. But I never thought Steve Harvey was that funny. I didn't think he was funny in movies. I really didn't think he was that funny on television. His stand-up is okay, in my opinion. However, you take the vote. Does Steve Harvey remain on the list for next time? Okay, Blue Devil says no. We're almost near the end, folks. Let me see. He's decent. Zero. He's decent. Nappy Yankee says he's decent. Greg Harris says 0. RY says 0. Talk with Tori says 0. Looks like people not feeling him. Looks like people not feeling him. Keith Weston says 0. Levinstein says 9. You know what? It looks like Steve Harvey may not make it, ladies and gentlemen. I see another 0 in there. Nah, he's not going to make it. He's not going to, by my surprise, he is not going to, he's not going to make it. Yeah, he's not making it. Natural says, I agree. He's not that funny. Hell no. Give him the boot. Okay, he's off of it. Steve Harvey, I'm sorry, brother, that you're going to be booted off, but you got to go. Steve Harvey is gone from the list. Let me come back and let me get my man, the great Richard Pryor, up here with me. So Steve Harvey is off the list. What about Della Reese, everybody? Was Della Reese a comedian, or is she mostly a singer and actress? What about Della Reese? Peggy Rosser says boot. Steve shouldn't be a king. Steve Harvey shouldn't be a king. I kill you. Yeah, I don't think people are familiar with her comedic background, but I don't think she's gonna make the list. So I'm gonna take her off. All right. You know what, folks? I think that's it. I think that's everybody. I think we pared it down. Let me read to you real quick. Before we leave, all the people that made the list. And then what we'll do when we come back is we're going to rank them. We'll rank all the legends and we'll rank them and see where everybody fits in based on your ranking. This is who made the cut for the next show that I'll do. The next show that I'll do is where we're going to put the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is how many people we got. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40, 50, 60, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We've got 50 comedians that we're going to have to pare down to the top 10. So out of the 50 comedians that you have picked today, the next time we do another one of these shows, which is going to be sooner than later, we're going to have to vote on all 50 and vote into who makes the top 10. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's only a few slots because we know that Red Fox is a top 10. We know that Richard Pryor is in the top 10. Maybe Bill Cosby, maybe. We'll have to see how you feel about that. We know that Dick Gregory is potentially a top 10. We know that Eddie Murphy is a no-brainer top 10. We know that Dave Chappelle is a top 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 comedians that have already taken up 4 slots in that top 10. So maybe, to be fair about it, maybe I'll make it top 20. We'll go with top 20 for next time, the top 20. Because we already got 4 comedians, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy. They already take up the 3 spot, 1, 2, and 3. We have to figure out where you put those 3 at. Is it Richard Pryor at 1? Is it Dave Chappelle at 3 or 4? Is it Eddie Murphy at 2? Is it Red Fox at number 2 or number 3? We'll have to figure that out next time. So some of these slots have already been taken up by some of the legends. Just to let you know what's going on here. Okay? Let me see. Cat Williams, is he a top 10 or is he a top 15, a top 20? The people who do not make the top 10 will fall into the 15 and into the 20. We're going to do that. Who do we have left? We got comedian Craig Robinson, Marlon Wayans, Sinbad, Tracy Morgan, Bruce, Wanda Sykes, J.B. Smoove, Patrice O'Neal, Linnell, female Linnell, the sister from Oakland, Bill Bellamy, Corey Hoca made it, John Anthony Anderson, Tommy Davis made it, Laval Crawford made it, Simone made it, George Wallace made it, Ricky Smiley made it, Tiffany Haddish made it, Devin DeRay Davis made it, Arian Spears made it, he barely made it, Kim Whitner made it, Mark Curry made it, he barely made it, Faison Love made it, Whitby Goldberg made it by the hair of her chinny chin chin, Earthquake made it, he almost didn't make it, David Allen Greer made it, John Witherspoon made it, that's Bam 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 Man, Mike Epps made it, Charlie Murphy, God rest his soul, made it, Monique made it, even though she's going around talking about people's family, Robert Harris made it, Rudy Ray Moore made it, Jimmy Walker made it, I'm very surprised he made it, Ray Ronaldo made it, he's old school, I'm surprised he made it barely, Bernie Mac made it, obviously, Arsenio Hall made it barely, Mrs. Page, Miss Aunt Esther, she made it, Flint Wilson barely made it, but made it, Jamie Foxx made it, Damian Wayans made it, Keenan Ivan Wayans made it, his brother, Eddie Griffin made it, Cedric the Entertainer made it, Chris Rock made it, Chris Tucker made it, Nipsey Russell made it, barely made it, but he made it, D.L. Hughley made it, barely made it, but he made it, Cat Williams made it, barely, he made it, no doubt, Kevin Hart made it. Those are the 50 people that I have on my list. I will pare those thumbnails down to just those 50. And then we will begin to seed that 50 by 1 through 10 to 20. I will say to you, ladies and gentlemen, who is the number 20 comedian? We're going to go from 20 all the way to number 1. I will say to you, who do you put in at number 20? This is going to be difficult. And I'm going to have a panel to help me pare them down to 20 through 1. So I will invite up to 10 people, 9 people on the panel. I will solicit your thoughts in the chat room and people on the panel. I will try to get my man, I'll get in contact with them in advance, brother Kevin Lee and brother Carl Yard, because they are comedians, along with those who want to come on the panel and those in the chat room. Keep your list of people. I hope you wrote these names down of people that we kept on the list. We have to figure out how to pare them down. I can tell you right now, we already know who's going to be in that 1 through 2, that 1 through 5. You got Dave Chappelle. We've got Eddie Murphy. We got Red Fox. We got Richard Pryor. There's Cosby. There's Cat Williams. There's a lot of people who may find themselves in that top 10. There's Monique. There's some more. There's a lot of nice ladies out there that are great comedians that they might end up in that top. Oh, I forgot Moms Mabley. I'm going to tell you right now, Moms Mabley is a shoo-in to be in that top 10. She's a pioneer. So everybody, I thank you for being here today. I thank you for taking the time. I would have liked to have pared it down today, but it's just, this was more work than I thought it was going to be. And we still got 50 comedians to slice into 20 comedians. So we're going to take the 20 best comedians out of 50 and rank them 20 through number 1. I'll tell you right now, I'm biased. I believe that Richard Pryor is the number 1 comedian in history. I believe he's the number 1 comedian in history. This is how I see it. Richard Pryor, in my opinion, should be number 1. Red Fox should be number 2. That's right, number 2. I said it. Number 3 can be debated. I think Moms Mabley is somewhere in that number 10 spot, but you guys will have to pick that for yourself. But to be quite honest, I put Richard Pryor at number 1, Red Fox at number 2 because he's a pioneer, and we got to say that Eddie Murphy at number 3, or you can flip it and say Richard Pryor at number 1. Eddie Murphy at number 2, Red Fox at number 3. See, we can flip this any kind of way. It's going to be difficult, folks. But personally, I believe that it's Red Fox at number 2, Richard Pryor at number 1, and I would put Eddie Murphy at number 3. Just my opinion. But you can make the argument that no. Eddie Murphy belongs at number 2. Now, for some people, Eddie Murphy is at number 1. But you got to be crazy. Richard Pryor is the GOAT. He will go down to the GOAT. I don't think there'll ever be another Richard Pryor. Nobody will touch this man's boxer shorts. They can't even wear his suits. The only man who we can even put in the same realm, not overall in his career, but just as what he's doing in our generation, would be a Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is the only thing that comes close to a Richard Pryor within our era. It does not mean that he's better than Richard Pryor, that he's the same as Richard Pryor. It just means that if there's anybody that has that similar got you energy, it would have to be Dave Chappelle. And Dave Chappelle, by the way, does the same similar comedy routine as a Dick Gregory. What did I say before? A lecture talk type of comedy, right? Dick Gregory did it. Paul Mooney did it. As I put Paul Mooney back up here, if I could find his thumbnail again. Paul Mooney did this same type of comedy where he kind of gave you a lecture and gave you some information. Well, in my opinion, Dave Chappelle is doing the same type of comedy. He's cut from the same type of cloth. You could tell that Dave Chappelle was probably looking at Richard Pryor growing up, that he was looking at a Paul Mooney, a Dick Gregory. You could tell who has influenced him. I'm sure he was a heavy fan of Red Fox, who used to be called, check this out, let me give you some history here about Red Fox. Do you know that Malcolm X used to call I think Red Fox was known as Detroit Red. If you read Malcolm X's audio biography, Red Fox was a hustler in his day too before he made it in comedy. He was a hustler. And I think Malcolm X said that he used to go by the name Detroit Red. That's when he was hustling before he made it in comedy. I believe it was Malcolm X that said that Red Fox went by the name either Detroit Red or Chicago Red, one of the damn Reds, before he just stuck with Red Fox. Hell of a name, by the way, for a comedian. You know what I'm saying, everybody? Okay, so I got to get out of here. I thank you for being a part of this show today. This has been a great show. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if we'll do this. Maybe, let me see what I got to do. If we don't do this show next week, because I might bring on a person I'm going to interview, or something comes up out there in the world that I'm going to talk about, we are going to get back to this show. So keep your notes, keep everything on your notepads that I have on my notepads. And we're going to pare down the 50th. We're going to take out of these 50 comedians that you picked, we're going to pare them down to 20. From 20 to the top number 1. So that's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I want to say peace to everybody in the chat room. Thank you for the super chats today. And we're going to do what we got to do today. I'm going to get out of here. And thank you, everybody. Peace.
Information is
Peace.
power.
I'm tired as hell. Woo!
Tell the truth.
Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn to morning dew, then you feel it fresh in lose control.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
For sure, we both already know your place is my place. No, my place is your place. Let's face it, baby. You know all the places. My place is your place. My place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do.
Tell the truth.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock. We in our own zone. Make yourself at home. Get to know mine on the inside. We can meet at yours next time. And you feel it fresh in lose control. You don't wanna go slow. For sure, we both already know your place is my place. Now my place is your place. Let's face it, baby. You know all the places. My places.
Information is power.
Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place.
Everybody subscribe to the Info Media channel. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. Doing some good things over there, folks. Thank you.
Information is power. You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
I just want to say, everybody, thank you. Most of the people that you saw near the end of the show that I was flipping through all those comedians, those are the comedians that made the top 50. Those are the comedians that we're going to pare down to the top 10, and maybe we'll bounce it to the top 20 that we have to pair. I want to thank Back to the Basics for the super chat. Very generous super chat there, my sister. Thank you again for that.
Thank you for
I
the
appreciate
super
that. Appreciate that a lot from you. And as a result of you doing that, it looks like I now have to do the super chat music. Thank you.
Time to run it up. I wake up.
Thank you for the super chat.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, this wet. Tell 'em run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell 'em run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Thank you. Thank you. Back to the Basics. I appreciate that. Back to the Basics. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. I love it. Everybody have a great night. Have a great evening. I'll be back with more content.
Tell the truth.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Good night, everybody. Peace.